gets dropped. Lancer's second place with 2 votes.
I'm gonna bring us in vocally.
So,
I'm bringing us in full because I'm crazy.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
God.
That's what I mean.
Rivals out here being crazy.
We're gonna need to get an artist, Midge, that can draw anthropomorphic animals. That's probably not gonna be hard on the internet.
Just make sure you have safe search turned on. Just put that out there.
I know like 3 furry artists. We good.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should probably just go with a furry artist because they'll charge less, and we could just get that knocked
And,
out.
you know, make sure you have safe search turned on.
And
just put that out there.
and they're just genuinely really good at it. Like if you need an anthropomorphic creature.
Yeah. Don't worry, chat. You'll learn what this is about in
a few weeks, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a month or 2.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, you'll definitely find out when they start to
Hi.
practice their American accents.
God, no.
No,
I can do one of those.
No.
Well, you see, I can kind of do a very stereotypical Southern accent because it suits me. But it's very stereotypical and also...
No,
That's
really not. Stop,
As somebody who's lived in the South for quite a part of his life.
No, we don't do that around here.
No.
I guess I'm just gonna be an Irish import.
You more like sounded like a
I mean, yeah.
American.
To be fair, if you go harder on your Irish accent, it's probably more accurate. To
I could probably just go hardcore Irish.
How far back do you want to set your culture?
Let me ask the English in the chat, shall I?
Just Empire of Sin. You got to be the Donovans. That's exactly what.
I just gotta be the Donovan.
Well, if we're going right back, Midge and myself, we'd be speaking kind of like this, very slightly hard voice, but it's actually old Middle English.
No, if I'm going back, I'm speaking like Mikey.
Yeah,
Old Middle English.
I'm speaking French, Swedish, Ethiopian, and a few other things as well.
I have 2 accents in my lineage, and that's Irish and Cornish. Like I'm so British Isles, it hurts.
So Gaelic.
So very
You're
Gaelic.
not the only one. Hi.
Hello. The redhead in the
What
chat.
gave it away?
To be
it's the skin. It's the light, very very light skin tone as well. I think that's the main thing
It's
about.
the inability to tan and the ginger that does it for me.
Red steps out in the sun too long.
See, I don't know which line of ancestry. I don't know which line of ancestry to go back because I would be speaking potentially Romani through my Roma Gypsy side, or I could be speaking Turkic if you really like some of the Proto-Turkic. If you really want to keep going back.
Well, we're just going to the 1920s, so maybe not.
1920s, I'm definitely speaking with an Irish accent and probably causing some issues.
Yeah, very much causing some issues.
We're not doing film noir in Babylon.
I mean, that would be cool. Let's be honest, that would be a pretty cool setting.
Midge got an idea for a screenplay.
Yeah.
Dong, dong. The waters came. Dong, dong.
I mean, I could pick my Ethiopian heritage and just speak that. That'd be fun.
No. Probably
Duke, what was that? There's a fly downstairs he's chasing with gusto, and I just heard something fall down.
Oh boy. Is Duke misbehaving again?
So I got a call from a Jewish guy who said that his peoples was being held hostage. This was a big case.
See.
I could do Irish Italian maybe.
Oh my god, Irish Italian.
Yeah, Irish Italian mobster or something like that. Yeah, I could go there. I'd have to listen to a shit ton of Irish Italian though. That's train myself how to speak like that.
I'm so torn with what feat to take.
See, I would have taken the feat, but since the campaign's coming to an end, I don't particularly care anymore. I'm like, fuck it. Just make me more powerful. Just make me more powerful. Fuck it. Who cares?
Is it skill? But also now I'm the got to do a lot more face work. I was thinking, do I take actor or something to just
bump up some skills?
Skilled, take a point of charisma and just go okay, give me training in persuasion, please.
With the Italian hands. All of a sudden now, I just want Isaac to be Italian.
Oh no, that's a halfling. Or do I just go? Do I just go spell sniper like I was going to and shoot magic? Shoot magic at 600 feet.
That would work. I mean, hey, when in doubt, right?
If you haven't got spell
I'm
sniper,
sure
get
Rival.
spell sniper.
I'm sure Rival can appreciate the
I
sentiment
haven't,
of...
but the thing is, with spell sniper, with my wand, I already do the ignore half cover bit.
Yeah.
And the cantrip that I would get.
How
Oh, actually,
far
I can
away
take
could
a...
you do cure wounds from?
Yeah, that's a good
120
point. No, 60 feet. Because it's a 5 foot, isn't it? It's a touch, which
Yeah.
I would extend
Yeah.
to 30, extend to 60.
Ah.
Fuck it, spell sniper it is.
But I'm sure Rival can appreciate the sentiment of, when in doubt, become an artillery piece.
Alright, now I've got to pick a cantrip.
I've picked up haste. I'm
Oh,
going
boy.
to use it between the artillery piece and the tank.
Between the artillery piece and the
so it's now gonna be, what's it called? What's the Gelsant Panzer, where it's just like,
Oh, God.
it is a tiger tank drifting.
Yeah. I still see that clip on Twitter sometimes.
The
and I still
Tiger
can't
tank
help
does
but
not drift in that series. A Panzer IV does.
Panzer IV drifts. Sorry.
Yes,
I've
Rob.
never
watched
seen it.
I've
You
watched
weeb.
it. It is
I
an
can't say.
actually legitimately good series.
I've heard it's good, to be fair.
Right. Okay. Anyway.
Should we start playing Dungeons and Dragons?
I was waiting for you guys
Yeah.
to finish leveling up. So
We
I mean,
have-
that's
did
what I'm
like
doing
20
right now.
minutes ago.
I'm still
I'm ready.
doing it, but we can go. There's stuff I can do throughout.
okay.
Do I take fucking shillelagh? Give
So
myself a bonus action.
Mage with shillelagh. That's funny to me.
but you already have a magical weapon, don't you?
Not anymore. I mean, I do if I Shadow Blade, yeah.
Yeah, because shillelagh just gives you a magical weapon out of
Yeah.
a regular weapon.
Eldritch
All right.
Blast.
Yep. So,
Doesn't fit my character.
Yep. So we come back to D&D. We left off with the group having just exited the Underdark, escorting their charge a young man, son of a local alderman, who you were tasked with finding in return for information pertinent to Rivallon, as he was wanting to find out about his old village that he originally was born in. When you exited, you found yourself amidst your mounts that had stayed relatively close by but had gotten loose. And as you were gathering everything up, you were confronted by a familiar face who looks a little worse for wear, brandishing 2 pistols at the group. Having just yelled, "What did you do?"
I cast tongues, go in front of the group and say it was me. Don't attack them, it was me.
I throw Rivallon one of the necklaces. Do
Rivallon catches it and throws it back.
you not want to be able to talk to her?
She never wants to talk to me, so sod it.
I've learned common. I know what you're saying.
Oh, well. Alright.
In
She
which case-
said, what did
Bye.
you tell them in common? That's how you know that's what she said. I thought that was
I thought it was
bad.
because I had the thing.
No, that was out. You
You
Okay.
did say you understand this, Isaac.
Yeah.
or did I?
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
We did.
Yeah.
I might have. That might have just been because you got the necklaces, and I was excited for
So,
you.
I just don't realise that she's speaking common. It's just because of the necklace.
Yeah.
Don't
this is
attack them.
awkward.
It was me. If you need to shoot someone, and I understand that, shoot me.
What did you tell them?
We were interrogating one of the Dragon Riders.
Wasn't asking you.
Okay.
I told them that we were using you to spy. And we were. I was.
Well, I know that. You're not as clever as you think.
No, I know I'm not.
Good.
If you knew that you weren't as
But you know
clever as you thought, then that means you're cleverer than you thought, which... Oh, I'm confused.
So are you just gonna start shooting, or are we going to...
Do you know how hard it's been these last weeks?
Oh, what the freaking do? It's been hard for you. Damn, what a shame. Can we leave now, please?
We kind of have, like, you know, gods to stop coming back to the normal plane and shit, so...
We've
know.
got a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Wait a
you were
minute, you
inconvenienced. You're
Yeah.
inconvenienced?
Yeah,
Oh,
exceptionally.
I'm sorry.
Exceptionally, we're inconvenienced, so unless you have something you'd actually like to do, I suggest getting out of the way.
Apology accepted.
She's behind us.
I high-five Ustinia. You just gonna stand there brandishing guns, or are you gonna do something about it?
Don't think I can not... You stop talking. You're...
I blow her a kiss.
Look, there's some stuff. I don't know what's been going on with you. I don't know what you've been doing. If you want to tell us, feel free. But we've just learned some stuff.
Well, first off, internal police came middle of the night and tried to arrest me.
We sent you a message.
Yeah, no, I got that. A random message while I was sleeping.
We don't know time frames.
No, because it was daytime when we sent it.
I wasn't here.
And... No, I'm talking to you, Roach. It was daytime when we sent it, and it was directly
know.
south. So, in which case, if the sun's
She
going east to west, then
wasn't-
that would mean that it would be
she
daytime where she
wasn't
was.
there.
That's if she's there.
She wasn't there. I know where she's been. It was nighttime when you sent it. I checked it. The only reason I got away was because we don't need to go over that right now. Though, I will say, you need to keep your horses better tied down. The one I found was a good mile and a half out.
We've been in there for a week, maybe week and a half.
I could tell. Took me forever to find this place.
If you want to visit the Underdark.
Not particularly.
I feel
Yeah,
like
no,
your
good
story
place
is
in
more
there.
interesting than ours.
I'm sorry?
I feel like your story is more interesting than ours.
We don't need to go
How
over how I got here. We don't
Excellent.
know.
Let's leave then.
We don't
Yep.
need to go over that. You're missing a saddle, or you're missing a horse blanket. Points towards Rivallon.
I'll buy another one.
Don't ask why.
I don't care. Get out of my way.
Does she look like she's fashioned clothes from it?
No.
She's just
actually-
using it to sleep.
No, she's just no. Actually, you don't see the horse blanket anywhere. It looks like she's kind of worse for wear in terms of just like scuffed up, and her clothes haven't been washed in a while, and she's got a couple of rips here and there, and it's just dirty. Like she's been trekking through about a mile of forest. Very.
How about we
quickly.
cut time here,
Cut time
and we just, like, get on our horses and you come with us?
and come with you.
And
What
Rivallon's
other
already
options
gone.
do you have? Yes, Sesh is making her way to a horse at this point. Like, what other options do you have? It's that or die.
I could ask for compensation for ruining my life twice.
Eh.
I'm willing to give that.
I'm not!
I love the prospect.
Me, I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, I get that. You're all
She's
assholes.
enemy combatant and wants money as compensation for poor feelings.
This is the same person.
I don't know what
killed
you were
multiple
expecting,
times, I'd like
really.
to point out.
Though at this particular moment in time, you could very well be here spying on us because we know these people control people however they want to do it. So
I feel like we all need to just take a step back a moment.
Has Rivallon made it back to the road yet?
yeah, Sash has gone to her horse. She's
No, Rivallon's gone.
ready to go.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know.
All right, bye, Rivallon. Like,
Does she look injured at all?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
Not nothing of overt that you can see. Maybe pride.
definitely pride, definitely ego.
If you
Are
want
you
to come
coming
with
or
us,
what?
come with us. I'm willing to compensate you. But you have questions, we have questions. Do you want to travel with us? Do you just want money and then go?
Well, I don't... Honestly, didn't expect you to come back this quickly. I was working through a plan.
You can continue working through that plan while we move.
We've got people to get home.
People to
Prince
get
of the boy.
home, gods
Yeah.
to kill.
Good point. Who's
cetera, et
this?
cetera.
Local farm boy got captured by a death tyrant.
Yeah, usual shit.
I'll unpack that later.
You know.
All right, I'm not letting you out of my sight. And she points to Mog.
Fine. You can ride with me.
All right. Fine then.
Finally, we can go. We gotta go catch up to Rivallon. He's been gone for like 7 minutes.
Most of what you want to ride with Isaac.
It's a ways. It took you most of a day to get out here.
Yeah.
Or most of the morning to get out here, so it takes you a while.
But Rivallon is A, light, B, in no mood to dawdle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He is just gone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you all get your horses back together and start heading out. Are you just beelining it directly back to the road and then back to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
as
settlement?
direct a path as possible.
Mhm.
If
Okay.
the kid knows a better way than we came, that would be good. But other than that,
Don't even worry, come out here. You all notice, though, as you go through the forest. Well, it's not like early morning, like when you first came out. It is a lot less ominous in the forest. The forest seems a bit brighter, less deathy than on your way in, which is what you
Everyone
can.
feels left at home.
But as you ride, you get back to the main road, and then back to along the path, and then out towards the settlement. You don't have to make a check. You know your way back. Ustenia and Rivallon both have ways of making that almost exceedingly easy to do. I don't need to make a check for that.
especially because we're in Rivallon's favoured terrain as well.
It's true.
And my brain is a map.
Justinia
Where I've
literally
been
never
to.
forgets. Justinia literally never forgets.
Yeah, I never forget the 3. And you make it back to the settlement. It looks to be about the same that you saw it previously. People are working out in the fields around it. A couple of guards here and there. It's open. Your charge looks a bit relieved that he can now see his home. Who's he riding with?
Oh, me.
Yeah. Make sure you get the sword and the body armor back.
I can't keep this?
No.
Oh, hell no. We have
No.
more damsels in distress that might need it.
It does have INPC written across it now in blue letters.
No, it's painted blue and that's just carved in white.
Yeah.
Escort mission.
Yeah.
Important NPC.
Like Resident Evil, putting Ashley inside of the armor.
At all times. God,
All right.
I hated that game.
So yeah, you arrive back, ride on in, and you are greeted with some stairs. Not expecting you back, or alive.
No. 2 surprises for the price of 1.
Just gonna check.
Can we
this
speak
here.
to the alderman, please?
Yes. Well, give us
I'll
a
be taking
moment.
that armor back. The sword.
Aw. Takes some.
Good. Do you have 500 gold for the armor and then another
5,000 gold.
500? No, it's only a +1 plate body. It's
I'm pretty sure it's worth more than that.
no, I paid for it. They're not much.
No.
It's not the Addy one. It's not the one that destroys
Oh,
crits. I'm
yeah.
wearing that. It's just a +1. And a
I don't
normal
know that.
a normal breastplate is 400, so it's about 800. Do you have 2,000 gold for the sword and armor? I guess not. Takes it off the kid.
Hands it back to Isaac so you can put it in the bag of holding.
Looks dejected. But yeah, you see a familiar face come out. Yeah, Francis Duvoir. Having worked. Francis Duvoir come out and looks like he's been working. He sees his son immediately and comes up to you and gives him not a hug, but a little smack on the back of the head. What were you doing?
Idiot.
Told you not to go out that day. It was late at night. I thought I could make it, Pop. I didn't. And just a little argument breaks out between. I thank you for finding him. I hope it wasn't too far out of your way.
It was.
It was.
It was, but you shouldn't have any more problems with that
Things
sort
in
of
the
beast forest. Normal, everyday monsters, probably still some, but not.
Are you saying you got rid of?
Correct.
We think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Would you like to know what it was, or are you happy not knowing?
I would take the second
Will it make
option
me
there.
feel better if I knew?
No.
No.
It
No.
might make us seem cooler.
I'm gonna go with not knowing.
Smart man.
He sends
But you
his son
promised us
off.
payment.
Right. Well, no, I promised payment in the form of information.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
He's right,
Right.
there.
Have you
Promised us
eaten?
answers.
I'm sorry, what was that? I
Have you
didn't hear
eaten?
that. It's noon, yes, I've finished my noon meal.
Rested well?
Yes.
Good, because you're not sleeping, eating, or drinking until I get all my answers.
Okay.
Right. What do you want to know?
The village to the south, on the river, that was destroyed. Everything you know, now. Or I take your
Right.
son and put him back in the Underdark.
You were where?
Underdark.
The Underdark.
Ah. All right. You seem a little bit tense. The village. Right.
That's his normal state of being.
No, I think this is one of the worst I've seen him, actually.
It's up there.
Get a pretty good read on him. This is...
It's not great. Okay.
It's not terrible. It's not great.
All right, the village to the south. I was young when it all happened and when it was around, but I remember it and the stories. I can draw you a map to it if you want to go there, though I don't know why you would want to. It's overgrown. It's been left. The story that has been rumored about was that it was a hotbed of rebel activity against the king of the time, and so a local military officer took a band of his troops and cleared them out overnight or over a few days, and then left the village so it'd be a message for that. I never believed that, per se. It was mostly an elven village, and they were fairly pro-king, so it didn't really match up there. It was odd. The military officer that conducted it, he was promoted fairly soon afterwards. He's
what was
now
his
the
name?
Okay. Second. Search the file.
Yeah.
Right, doesn't remember the name.
By the way, this is in the special Book of Rivallon part of the Book of Morg.
It's been a while since I wrote this.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
The Book of Morg, subsection 2, the Book of Rivallon.
You could have gotten this ages ago, but you didn't want to go down the path of vengeance.
I heard that during a vision there was a name Tassar.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? I
Tassar.
don't know what's wrong with Tassar. Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
The claw.
The claw.
God, I don't know how our sessions end up like this, but they always do.
You've met us, right?
I have serious
man.
ADHD brain today, so it's even worse than usual.
The man has the man is now the military governor of this region. He is Alvin Elric Tazar.
Where is he based?
Alvin.
No, Elvin, as in Echo Lima, Victor, India, November. Second name, Echo Romeo, India, Charlie Hotel. Tazar. Well, there's a fortress north of here that I would assume he'd be in. I don't have a lot of direct contact with him. This kind of stays in his own little area. I don't even know if he's on this side of the country or back in the capital. But that's who did it. That's who conducted the raid. If you need to know where the village is, I can give you a map. That's his name. There's not a lot of hard evidence. Nobody lives there anymore. Nobody's lived there for a long time. Didn't think anybody alive from there, but that's what I know.
There's only one survivor. The map now.
All right. Got a
And to
piece
the
of
fortress
parchment.
to the north.
I roll out the map.
Okay. He gives you a crudely but adequately drawn map.
You know, the landmarks,
village.
the things.
Yeah, to the village, and then also to the fortress to the north. Both of which you can get to most of the way on the main road that passes by this settlement. It's not a particularly well settled region anymore, so there's few maintained roads. But yeah, that's what you he gives you that. That's what I know of it.
How many days travel to each?
It'd be 2 days to the village. It'd be, and then from here to the fortress, it'd be 4 days.
Okay, so we could go to the village and then be at the fortress in a week.
How do you want to do this, Rivallon?
I'm going home.
Then our decision is made.
You guys might want to go to the town, the fortress. If it's like the last elven village we found, you might not be welcome.
Good point.
We also don't nearly want you going alone.
I promised you I would help you. I'm willing to take on any danger to do so.
Okay.
You've got me out some scrapes. You've not asked for much in return. This I can offer.
I can't let the rest of you get yourselves killed now, can I?
We are in the Turquoise Company. We all help each other. We all go together as one.
Your debt's paid.
All right. Gonna get back to work then.
Mm-hmm.
Takes like a half step and leaves.
Thank you.
Next to you, Sesh, you hear a voice. What's going on?
Is that Sedna?
Sala,
There's
yeah.
Sala.
Sala.
Sedna, what are you doing here?
Sedna!
Oh my god!
Sedna, how did you get here? What the hell is that ship doing on the ground?
What the hell is one of your ships now? An airship?
It's just being carried by people on foot.
No. They stole like the levitation crystal. It's now an airship.
Yeah. Queen Anne's Revenge is now an
World's
airship.
first air pirate.
Yeah. And I
No,
will
son.
info
Told us I was going to take the age of piracy to new heights. I meant it literally. Woo!
Giggity. Well, you see, and I will explain.
What you see?
Yes.
Okay. So, what do y'all want to do? Are you going to? It's about noon right now. Are you wanting to rest up?
It's been afternoon, isn't it? I think we are.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
noon
yeah,
when we
ready
came
to
out.
go.
It's been a couple hours since you came over.
Yeah, it
came
was
out.
like 3 hours. It was a 3-hour journey anyway. The first time,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
So you got about 2 to 3 hours before nightfall.
You want to get started? It's up to you.
We've had a hard couple of days. We should rest.
Get a good meal.
It's the
I can
ration
do that.
packs. It's a meal. If not, I don't know if it's gonna be good.
There's an inn here. We can at least get
Listen,
something
I can do
warm.
a damn fine meal with just ration packs and some salt and pepper. You know this. You literally lived on it for several months while we were in the desert.
Exactly.
Sesh,
That's why it's
Sesh
no
goes
longer
into a
good
kitchen
meal,
with
it's
some
just a meal.
freeze-dried beef, and salt and pepper comes out with chicken cordon bleu somehow. There you go.
There you go.
I can hunt something.
Oh, wait.
as well.
We need some sticky back plastic.
Tea. Oh, great. Hot.
Vodka, lukewarm.
Oh no, that's awful.
To be fair, this whole adventure could be happening in the Star Trek universe. With how
that
many
would be a
times-
weird twist.
Just on the
With
hot-
how many
That would be a weird
times? Yeah. With how many times they've gone to planets that are human and with other races and shit like that, and multiple
Or the
series.
Stargate universe.
Or the Stargate universe. That's true. That would be an interesting crossover.
Star Wars. The Force.
Especially
Let's
given the
do
fact
it.
that somebody just released a D20 based Stargate system. Yep, it's
bloody
Can you imagine? That's what we move into. Let's go.
It's horrible.
It is pure trash.
Just that's suddenly
Right.
Stanir is the teal'c of the group.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the teal of the group. I do not.
Does
know
anybody
what
else
this
remember
fucking-
that weird episode where
I made-
Teal'c was
I
just
made a
like
joke, Samuel
Shaft?
Jackson.
But it was like a Shaft parody. It was just Teal'c
Yeah.
throughout that whole. He was just living in his own thing. He's just like fighting crime unknown to everybody.
Oh, well, where he got his own apartment and stuff.
We got his own apartment. And he was
Yeah.
like,
He was
just
constantly
like,
wearing that beanie. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a perch snatchers he knocked out and like shit like that. It was just like.
Yeah, he's
It's
supposed to be
supposed to
trying
be
to
a-
live in the wide world, wasn't he? Trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he beat up too many people. It's just like maybe next time, Teal.
Yeah, the kid's going, T, that guy's really waved that woman's purse.
Yeah.
Something up.
No, he throws, he throws a can of something. It's like soda or
Yeah.
something like that. Just say it's like that joke from Hot Fuzz where he throws the spray paint.
Yeah.
The guy, no. Yeah.
Just throws
Stargate
it.
was crazy.
Stargate was great.
Stargate was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, yes, there is a inn in this not in so many words. There's a place you can sleep. There's like an open air. They don't have rooms. Like last time, you'll have to sleep in your own little
that's fine.
camp. But you could get food if you'd like. We're gonna a couple coppers a piece. It's not gonna or you make your own.
I mean, I could make some pretty nice food if you guys want me to.
Let's
Just
take
have a
the
party.
rations and have some.
Pull out the expensive shit. Is there a butcher's around actually? Or is there like
Yeah, there would be. It's a self-sufficient holdfast. So yeah, there's.
Yeah. I mean,
there's-
hey, I
there's a
could go
butcher.
get some fresh meat. You know.
The thing is, this is a pre-refrigeration society, so you can't like. It's not the season because I think what is it? It's like spring, so it's not. It's not butchering season for a lot of these animals. So they have stuff, but it's like
Yeah, it's baked
Salted.
chicken, so
it's
there's no
salted.
butcher.
It's like salt pork.
I mean, we
smoked
already have
beef.
that is the thing, so
It's fresher.
That's
A lot of that's
true, yeah.
a lot of your shit's been soaked through sometimes, or been
Yeah, that's fair.
or been in a
Yeah.
desert for months.
Been in a desert.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could,
That-
I could grab.
And there's
some,
a little there's a
like that,
little
yeah.
like herbalist that Sesh, you know, some local herbs that could be used as seasoning if you wanted to use like local stuff. So you can make yourself a decent meal if you
Yeah,
if
sure.
you'd like to.
I'll
If you want to
go
make
out
it
for
like
that.
if you want to make it a nice good meal for everybody and you're picking up local, if you're buying local and organic, you have to
Yes.
pay a premium.
I don't have much other options here. I gotta buy local and
Yeah.
buy and buy organic.
Then we're
Yeah.
gonna
There's
have
no
many
GMO meat
pesticides.
here, you know.
Yeah, no GMOs. So that's the benefit. No, I'd say general price. Which if you're getting choice cuts and stuff,
Yeah,
what
she's
they
getting
have
good.
available,
She's getting the good shit. Yeah.
spend 2 gold pieces on just everything.
Sure.
Just toss it. I know it doesn't matter to you guys with your riches.
Oh, it does matter. I still want to spend all this gold. Trust me.
You're just 2 gold pieces. Whatever, peasant. Just
Here.
throws in a ground.
Look, Sesh has a church to build.
Just
so-
because we walk through the land like Mansa Musa now. Just destabilize
Two-
economies as we walk around.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you wanted to, you guys could hire an army.
Oh yeah. 100%.
You could just hire a levy.
Just like,
The
hey
local
Darius, I could
population.
use your entire
We-
mercenary army, please.
We could make the Turquoise Company an actual company.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Get a
totally could.
registration. Get a registration.
Remember,
on
you
all
guys-
the-
Right.
Remember, you guys bought like 2 squads worth of soldiers, and you were only like a quarter rich of what you are
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
Yeah.
You hired them for like 6 months. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's just going to make a really nice meal for everybody tonight.
Are you including Sala in the menu?
Yes.
Like as a
I'm
I
including
thought you
Sala.
said
as a
the
plate.
menu then, and I
As a
was
pl-
go-
like,
I was wondering
as a
where you were
plate.
going.
as a
Yes,
plate.
salad
for
on
thing.
the menu.
Yeah.
No, I am including Sala as a plate. She's getting a plate of food.
Right. I am sitting down with Salah and going, I think we need to talk.
1 minute.
It's a
She's
fantastic
eating-
meal, by the way.
Yeah.
cooking is second to none. I understand you needing to eat.
It's been so long since I've had fresh food.
Actually, funny enough, she does, as she's eating and when she kind of gets done with her plate, she does take out from a side pocket one of those wrapped candies that was in her rations, and she just pops one of those.
Still got some of those.
Oh, if you never met a soldier, that's kind of that's the kind of shit you save out of a ration and you use as barter, like that and cigarettes.
Yep.
Sweets and cigarettes it's almost like a prison economy.
The comforts.
Let's be
The
honest.
comforts of
Literally
life.
prison
Sugar and
economy.
nicotine.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, no. I remember like the United States MRE packets were famous because they had like a pre-made like condiment pack, and like you could trade that for a lot, like during Desert Storm and everything like that. It had Tabasco sauce and all that shit in it.
See, I was lucky in that if I ever got like anything M&M like in my rat pack, I'd use that as currency because I couldn't eat peanuts. Like, not because I'm allergic, but because I just don't like them.
Same.
I'm in that boat with you.
And to constantly be like going after like any sort of like hot sauces. I mean, I'm kind of
Yeah, the American MRE is good for that.
Big into
Because
that.
it comes with regular like Skittles and M&Ms most of the
yeah.
time.
We don't have that. We don't even get Worcestershire sauce. You'd think
It comes with
British
like
rat packs,
the
they'd get
US
Worcestershire
one comes with
sauces in the
Tabasco, like a
MREs.
little
They
mini
don't.
Tabasco for like a single serve. It's like, yeah, that's surprising.
They're trying to shake off the 3 lives for the price of 1, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, she finishes her food. Yes, why don't we talk? Go ahead.
What? So you figured out that we were looking in on you?
Yes, that didn't take long.
I didn't think so.
I am a trained mage.
Why did you let us in then?
Honestly, didn't. Well, okay. To be fair, I don't know when you specifically started looking in on me, but I had a suspicion as soon as a squad of men in the posting that I was assigned to turned up dead in the middle of the forest.
Did she know about that because I ran into her, I think. No, I didn't.
No.
No, you
I was
didn't.
trying
No,
to
we
find
never
her.
did. We never found her.
No, you Black Ops that shit. Other
yeah.
than the soldiers you murdered, you Black
Other than
Ops
the
did.
bit at the end, it was like
Other
with
than the people you
99
mercilessly killed.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
99.8% Black Op, and then
It was a hit.
Foo
It was
Bar.
almost a mission fail hitman run, but you were able to kill everybody in the room before they got the alarm out.
Yeah.
It was just kind of then walked out.
That wasn't actually anything to do with my spying on you. That was something separate.
But we did that beforehand.
You're just listening in. Just standing
Yes.
and
We're all
looking.
sitting
You're
there at the fireplace. Like, what do you expect us to do?
Isaac
That
is
was something
definitely listening
separate.
in. If you haven't noticed, Isaac is a nosy son of a
Massive
bitch.
gossip.
It's kind of it's his
Massive-
job. He's an inquisitor.
I have a
He's
passive
meant to listen to
perception
his
of
own shit.
19. I can't not
Yeah, that-
hear this.
Do you have any
That's
idea
good
how
stuff.
much gossip goes around in the Inquisitor's bunker, like barracks? Like it's horrible.
You won't believe what the monks get up to.
Okay.
I don't
yeah,
want to know what the
that-
monks get up
What do
to.
the monks get up to?
You don't want to know.
That was us. It didn't help, but that was us.
No, I got that. Especially after one lieutenant who didn't live for long, attacked by a shark. Described a few of them inside of a boat. And the giant.
God, I ate
dragonborn.
people that day.
You did.
Well, the shark.
How's the
was a
passing
shark.
of that stuff going? Are you okay?
Isaac has the cannibal trait.
Took that as a feat. Cannibal.
Yeah.
But as with the
That's
description, of a 7-foot-tall dragonborn,
Waves.
it's kind of obvious.
I do kind of
Yeah.
stand out, yes.
The silver one and the green one tend to stand out, don't we?
I
A
make
bit.
a fantastic shark.
He really enjoyed the shark time. It was disturbing.
Well, he had to do something to enjoy his time there. He fucked up the owl.
He got you in. Now it's just because the exfiltration plan didn't work out. That's
no,
not
the
his
exfiltration was fine. It was the infiltration that was the problem.
Kaboom.
Was it?
Yes, you screwed up
you
the engine.
Drop it on the roof.
Yes, no, that wasn't the first infill though, was it? That was the second one when I crashed into the lighthouse, okay?
Nearly crashed into the lighthouse. God, that was like a year ago now. Fuck, we're old.
Yeah. So yeah, I knew that was...
I did perfect job.
I started paying attention after that. I felt you looking in a few times.
You weren't the only one we were looking in, if that.
I didn't think I was, though I don't have the connections at court to make that go away like my former commander.
Well, Volren does like playing with his sword.
I don't know if that's a euphemism or not.
It's
Probably.
both.
He ran from a fight.
Yeah.
He keeps running from
we-
us. It's almost like he's scared.
Yeah. we beat
Well,
him twice
he did
now.
fail his mission. He was supposed to capture the king alive.
Yeah.
Shame he had to. The king had to die that day.
What are you talking about? No, he failed because he wasn't the one who captured the king.
Oh. Yeah. That makes sense.
That person
Who
got
was?
I don't know, some lieutenant from an infantry battalion that was a part of the forward groups. He found the king cowering in a pigsty
Oh.
somewhere near a farm field. I don't know.
Yes, we were engaged at that farm.
By your old commander.
Yes.
And we
Don't
managed
get
to-
captured by any of my former associates, by the way. You have a hefty bounty on
We assumed
on your head
at this point. Yeah, we assumed.
And it's for the head, not for the body. So
Yeah, we also assumed that, yeah. Wanted dead, it says at the bottom, not
except for
wanted.
you, and she points to Rivallon. They want you alive, but you won't be alive for long after they actually get you where you need to go. Where you don't want to go.
I assume that has something to do with your all-mother, considering what we know about her now.
No, he's an elf.
Oh. That too. I keep forgetting that.
Really?
It's hard to forget. He has.
Listen, he is
Points to the
Rivallon.
giant ears.
He's Rivallon to me. He is more than his species.
That's very progressive of you.
Thank you.
Okay, so are you on the run now?
Not right now. They don't know where I am. After I was able to home in on the...
You left something with us, didn't you?
Well, let's just say Rivallon's saddle horse blanket had a small object in it that I had placed there because I knew it
Yeah.
intimately, and it would help me with being able to...
So you were spying on us.
I
Good to
didn't
know.
spy with it, no.
She was trying to
No.
set up an ambush to kill us.
No.
She was tracking
Work.
us.
I had to have a contingency plan if things went south. If our cover story of me leaving, of me escaping didn't work out, which you've made very difficult when you showed up at the place I showed up at, almost immediately afterwards. Made it a
Well,
bit
yeah,
more
that
difficult.
That
We
wasn't
didn't know
really
you were
our
there.
choice. We didn't know you were there. That was
We
like
were
a-
on a. We were
I
hired for
told
some-
you. I told you I was going on. I was getting on a boat. And are you saying that? Are you saying you didn't track the boat, or did somebody track the boat?
somebody tracked
We-
the boat, not us.
Somebody, it was not us.
Did you get the
We-
job from that person?
Assume
We
so.
got a job from the people of that city that you left us at.
I'll be honest,
Okay.
the job didn't come with much in the way of being able to opt out of the job.
Yes, it was kind of a that or die situation.
Yep.
I was up for dying.
You were always up for dying, though.
That's very depressing.
Fucking hell.
I'm up for fighting, not dying.
No, I wasn't trying to ambush you. It was a contingency plan. If something happened, I could teleport to the object and get out quickly. I had it ready for a while.
A word of
Seems kind of silly to put
Which
it on
is-
us if we're actively fighting your people. You're just going to teleport next to your people, presumably. If
My people are trying to kill me, I am not going to. I don't think that line. I think I'm already crossing the line by being an enemy of my people.
Good point. But hey, you get to keep your eye.
Also, stands to
My
reason
point-
the
my
individuals
point is-
fighting my people would not be within territory my people currently control.
No, but we could be engaged in active combat with them, and you'd end up slap bang in the middle of active combat.
To
And
be
both
honest,
sides would want
our
to shoot you
war
then.
Isn't with your
Yeah.
people or the people here. It is above that.
Good point.
That's true.
Yes.
As far as
Gods,
I can see,
deities.
your people's cause is actually.
Personally, I
pretty
would have put the
just.
stone in a place very, very, very far away, whilst we were still very, very far away.
The method is awful.
Well, I
it's-
mean, this
I'm
is
gonna
coming
just
from a
point
retribution
out
of
I
killing a
had-
child, remember? That's where that came from originally. I don't think
I
it's
mean, even
the
if you
most
teleport in
just.
whilst we're fighting, we just come from Underdark. You would have teleported in possibly, maybe if we was fighting Jester with these.
Did you have your
strange
horses
cards.
with the Underdark?
If we had
No,
had
they
them,
they were outside. Potentially.
I didn't
and
leave
we
it on
had
a
our
war
horses
horse.
in other instances.
Also, I'm going to point out, because somebody is poking holes in a plan I had very little time to plan in, that
You know-
up until that point, I was in a desert without any way of survival. So I had to place it somewhere that would potentially be somewhere else.
Rivallon
Sesh
stops
turns
to
to a stadium and
meditate
just
'cause he gets
goes-
really bored with this conversation.
Sesh just turns to Astidia and goes, "You know what, hun? She's kind of got a point.
I survived the desert.
Because I was there."
No, because you came there with a squadron of troops and a wagon of supplies.
And me. I'm also a wagon of supplies.
Exactly.
And this one, who I've seen create water in thin air.
What you didn't.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not
Okay.
here to try and poke holes. I'm just glad that you didn't die. Let's be honest. You seem nice most of the
We-
time.
Like
This
I
wasn't
say,
how
our
my
war
year was
isn't
supposed
with
to
your
go.
People. We are technically not fighting for these people either. There is bigger things going on involving.
You were defending the king of the nation.
Because of
Means
the whole
justified, eh?
deities coming back to the mortal
Yeah.
plane and causing
I had a
irreparable
dream.
war and death and destruction and etc. etc.
I had a very omen-like dream of the attack and of a grey-eyed woman killing the king. That grey-eyed woman, we assumed, was the All-Mother, Sigil, whoever.
She describes a woman very similar to the one that you saw in your vision.
Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
She's the high priestess.
Well,
That explains that one.
Of the expedition, not of the church. The high priestess of the expedition. She's
well,
like sixth in line to the throne of the Dominion, the Imperial throne.
Well, she
that
can
gives us
put a
an easy
curse
target.
on people from afar. Because she cursed me. I'll Sash.
yeah, she did.
She's not a. As far as I know, she's not a powerful magic user.
Well,
Let's just
we
play
think
somehow.
that
She got a
I
claim
hate
to fame
to-
because of
birthmark.
no, it's an artifact from the time of the Exodus.
Oh.
That would be it, yeah.
Oh no. Oh. Okay.
She had a ring.
Isaac
believe
has
it
put
was.
3 and 2 together.
How
And
many
created
years you
6.
got?
So, Was it around the time of the Exodus that your people started believing in the All-Mother?
No, we believed
afterwards.
Believed in the old gods for a long time. After we arrived in the new realm, and it's all split off after the emperor died. Different kingdoms, and then within a couple of decades, almost 70, maybe 100 years ago, the Dominion sprouted up from one of the more powerful kingdoms, and they declared a war on the realm and united the people once again.
He was getting ready. She knew she was running out of time, and she needed a new army.
Mm-hmm. We believe that No, this is a theory. We believe that ring that the High Priestess of the expedition has may have a teeny-weeny connection to a certain demi-deity of vengeance that is trying to bring themselves back to the mortal plane and needed a champion to do so. This demi-deity runs on vengeance, and bippity-boppity-boo, there is a 1,000-year-old prophecy that is on its way to coming true, and we intend to stop it. Otherwise, all of the gods are going to come back, and we're going to be in an apocalyptic world-ending scenario.
Yeah.
I don't know if you realize, Midge, but you made that rhyme, and a bippity boppity boo with a prophecy will come true.
It is inbuilt theater degree.
Yes. No, I think you're wrong about at least part of that. I don't think the ring has anything to do. I studied that. It's an artifact from the time of the Exodus. It was the royal family, the old imperial royal family. It's a ring. It allows them to have each other's thoughts and over distances and talk to each other. It's the last one, so it's very important. I don't know if the ring has anything to do with it. I just know that that's how she got her position, is that her family passed that along, and she's still part of the imperial family.
Well, even so, we think she has become a capsule for said demi-deity to come back.
Yeah.
Is the High Prince still alive, do you know?
No, he was executed a few weeks ago.
In the town square?
Yes, by the High Priestess.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Was he on
so
his
it came
knees?
true, Malk.
I wasn't there.
Fair enough.
I was visiting I was visiting home at the time.
I should probably talk to General Vogue.
I've got some messages to send at the end of this.
I know they weren't that happy because, I mean, they missed a few.
Of the royal family?
Yes, some of the, young, I forget what their names were.
I know exactly who got out. I think. The twins. And the young one I spoke to.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have been there at those meetings.
Nope.
Too young.
Yep.
But that's all I know. The rest has been somewhat... I believe I was under suspicion for a while, and then your testimony, as it has been logged, put me over the edge of being
No, it was me being an idiot. Let's not call it anything else. And
well, no, because it was logged, so they came to me while I was visiting my family, and I got out.
Well, what are your
So now I don't
plans?
have a choice. Now, I'm stuck here.
The weather's nice this time of year.
It's well too cold right now.
I don't.
Well, while you're here, do you fancy helping us bring down a god?
I suppose so. Yes. Why don't we go ahead and do that?
I appreciate your sarcasm.
You might be able to help us with one thing.
You're muted, Utari.
Otari, you're muted.
I think he's talking to his chat.
Oh. No, I was actually talking to you. It's the when I have my Streamlabs, the chatbot thing open, for some reason it mutes my ability to use push to talk. It's weird. Anyways, it'd be but if you want to get involved, you could join the Turco's company, but we'd have to have interview, discuss and vote on your membership.
Sign a contract.
And then you'd be on probation, but you'd get a share, or, well, you get half share of earnings until your probation is over.
knows,
Then
she
you
went
get
through it.
full share.
This is literally what you put me through.
Yes.
Yes. And you succeeded.
Anyway,
One of
there
you is
is-
wearing the skin of my
He's meditating
my
right now,
bonded-
he can't
of
hear
my-
you.
of my bonded dragon.
Yes, and one of my cousins, that it's on mother's side. He's in part of our tribe because of his father's in that tribe. He has pelt made from one of my horses. I don't begrudge it. It's just what happens. He killed my horse underneath me in skirmish when I was very young. He took the pelt because you don't waste it, you know. Doesn't mean I'm going to continue to have hard feelings. I lost, and I accept that fact.
Wouldn't you decree, or do you believe in fate?
Not particularly.
You should.
I don't.
Well, you think about it. Says the divination wizard. Hello.
The irony
You
is not
literally
I
Really
don't believe in
deep in
fate.
fate, by
Also, this is going to happen now.
Also, fuck you.
Ah, your creature was the first time we had contact properly with your nation. It was your creature that set this whole in motion. Then we found the rest of you and met you, and ever since our fates have been intertwined. You cannot deny that there is something further and higher going on here, even by that small tidbit.
I can, to be pedantic.
But you're just being pedantic at that point, by your own admission.
In a
I'm
world as
acknowledging that.
large as this, how minute a chance.
Also, wouldn't you like to, punch Volrend in the face? Let's be honest.
I have for a long time.
See? And now you have an opportunity.
We're definitely
Are we
gonna be
planning on
after
going to
Volric.
punch him now? As far as are we going to a village, an old village?
No, we've got some things to do first.
All right, then I will go along with that on the promise that Volrend will be somewhere soon, that we can engage him.
There's another
Apparently a
person
field of blood.
to be intertwined
That was
with us.
what I was going to ask. In the reclamation's plans, is there going to be? Do they want one big final battle?
I don't think you quite grasp what my last few months have been. I have been
Training troops.
I've been a tactical advisor on an island outpost in the middle of nowhere. All I know is from months ago when I was supposed to be a part of the reclamation, but then my mount was killed and I was scapegoated as because of my commander. The plan is to destroy. The plan is to destroy the army of the dynasty. and then use that and use the Dynasty's lens as a jumping off point to continue to the Othrinian Empire and the Birmad, etc., northward, to take the entire former lands of the Empire.
All up the coast, then?
Yes. Unfortunately, a fairly capable general, from what I've heard, has been running around and keeping ahead of our armies. So there hasn't been a decisive battle yet, though.
That would be our
Happens
good
to be a
friend.
friend of ours. Yes.
Of course he is.
Listen, we're very good at making friends.
Good friends.
We're also very bad at it.
There are ebbs and tides with making friends.
Right
Isaac. You should know
now, that's the status quo. But at some point, he's going to run out of places to run.
that. Yes.
Okay.
So
I guess I should message him
yes,
and see what he says.
We
I suppose-
need to help Rivallon first.
That takes priority.
Give me a second, and I'm going to cast Sending and talk to our good friend, the General, Mr. Vogue.
Here comes the general.
Oh no, Midge! Don't ever do that again.
stop, please.
Cease.
Sorry, I was listening to Hamilton earlier. I apologize.
Right. So the message is going to be simple. It's working through our dealings should take another couple weeks. What's the current status?
You have about 13 more words if you want them.
I'm going to use that one because why not?
Okay.
Isaac says hi.
We all say hi. Hope doing well. How's Scar? How's the bullet wound?
Might be a bit anachronistic to use this terminology, but just replies snafu.
Does anyone want me to translate in chat world?
Please.
No.
I
Okay.
think we all, I think
You
we
can
all got
translate if
that.
you want. You can translate if you
Yeah,
want.
For the
Situation
chat,
normal
was-
or fucked up.
It's a surprising-
Snafu just reminds me of Rami Malek now, though, which is the problem.
It's true. Which, by the way, that is actually it's weird because the snafu did not become in common parlance until after World War II.
No.
So it was because it's
Like
a war.
foobar.
But that's yeah. Fubar's less. Fubar's more so because Fubar actually came out of like Korea and Vietnam, like the
So
Pacific.
it started in
area.
the Second World War.
Yeah, just very small, like a very
Yeah.
small portion of it. Yeah, actually, funny enough, a large amount of American and like acronyms are military based. Like a surprising number of them. Ah,
You've got to get
SSDD, motherfuckers.
information over quick.
Well, the US military is like obsessed with acronyms.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking like official ones, just like shit people come up with, like the grunts come up
Yeah,
with,
I
just
know,
becomes
I know.
like just
Because-
comes out and
because
people just
they're-
use it.
Because they're littered with acronyms already, they just make new
Yeah.
ones.
I just,
Yeah, it's
it
true.
always reminds me of Good Morning Vietnam. Because the
Oh,
VP,
yeah.
VIP, KC on the crew T, complete to the BC, we're going to IA. Then we put all KP. It's just like,
All of these acronyms, and I don't understand a single one from them.
I honestly, as well, that is like Robin Williams' best film. Like
Yes.
to play someone so comically funny, but also so dark as well. Oh,
I need to watch that again.
what a gem he was.
I still say for the range, I really like Mrs. Doubtfire. Just
I
being
mean,
able to-
yeah.
yeah, that one's just.
I mean,
good.
if we're
just
going
like
there,
the
the
fact
genie
he
from
could play-
Aladdin.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
like the fact that he could move from comedy to seriousness quite seamlessly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's that,
He's
it was
brilliant in
always
Good Will
believable,
Hunting.
even in his.
He's
Yeah,
fantastic
he was
in
always,
Good Will Hunting.
but he was also always believable, even when he was in comedy.
Yeah.
That he just
yeah.
had that wonderful touch.
Yeah, it's great.
That's my
Bicentennial
miss
Man, Patch Adams.
Miss him.
He's brilliant in all of them.
Yeah, he is.
I actually didn't like. I actually didn't like the Patch Adams that
Didn't
much.
ya?
No, I don't know. I didn't like it as much. It was a weaker one for me. But I don't know. That might just be old memories, because things change over time. I might find it
change.
better. Things change. Yeah.
Unless it's war, in which case it never changes.
Except when
Yeah.
it does, according to Snake.
Yep.
Sorry,
So-
I was test rolling. Oh, that was a shit roll.
14d6. Jesus
Oh, that's
Christ.
a point.
Isaac got a new spell.
4 tent. 6. 4 tent.
So, yeah, he just replies, Snafu, things are going as well as they can be expected. I'm doing fine. Could use as much help as possible. Whenever you can.
I mean, we could hire practically the whole Tushian fighting arm of the tribe with the money we have.
We could hire my
sure.
nation.
Walk up to the council, like, plops a giant bag of gold.
You're
on
just
the
the
table.
writers of
You're-
Rohan.
Yeah, you're
That's,
fighting
that's
us.
what you want, Utari. That's just say it. That's what you want.
Yeah.
He wants
Yeah,
to come
I'll
down
write
the
it
side of
around.
those
You want to
sun-
charge of pay
sunrise
you want to charge the
Of the
What he
Unetians.
wants is he wants him,
Yeah,
the
Polo
leader of the
Fields.
column, he wants Isaac sitting next to him with a staff going.
I just imagine it. Right,
Vogue stands alone. Not today! Audacious! To the general!
It is a red day, a sword day.
The battle of the Kryn dynasty is over. The battle.
I don't know why, but all I
for
imagine is just like some random dude in like this bundle is just spray painting his face with chrome.
To be fair, the energy
What-
I get
what's
from a
a
war boy
trans-
doing that is the same as the rise of the Rohirrim like charging down there. Get the same charge out of that.
Get the same amount of like just
What a
vibe. same energy.
crossover! Mad Max meets Lord of the Rings. Just an Uruk-hai going, "Witness me!
So
Witness
what
me!" running at the wall of Helm's Deep.
to be fair, Midge, if they weren't constrained by intellectual property and copyright, I don't see why you wouldn't see that kind of post-apocalyptic like old world pop culture sprinkling into things. Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't there be a Road
throw it in
Warrior
there.
band
Now,
that
I
have
want
like
a Lord of the
Saruman's
Rings.
hands on their face? and
I
shit.
want a Lord of the Rings mini-series, which is after the fall of Numenor. And it's just post-apocalyptic Lord of the Rings. There's just some elf
it
in like
wasn't-
a grey like.
Knowing the lore of it, the Fall of Numenor.
Oh,
I mean,
don't get paid
I mean, they pretty
Island
quickly
sunk
set
into
up
the sea,
kingdoms.
like-
The
Oh
exiles.
god, yeah.
The
I know,
exiles
but it's
pretty
just
quickly
funny
set
to
up
think.
kingdoms.
No, it'd make more sense if
you
it was
want
just a really.
post-apocalyptic- If you want post-apocalyptic, you actually want what was happening in Middle Earth when Numenor was made, because all the nice, happy men who helped fight for the Silmarils and destroy, imprison Malkoth.
We're so fucking
to flee
nerdy.
to the this island. What happened to the Men of Darkness? That's post-apocalyptic.
No, I'm just saying if you wanted the Lord of the Rings Mad Max crossover, just make a Mad Max Road Warrior band that's really in the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And it's just like I said, you just have a whole bunch of war boys, but instead of like the shiny
boss
chrome, they have
Saruman.
Saruman. They have Saruman's like white hand across their face and shit. They're just going across. That'd be great.
Oh yeah. That would be
So-
some interesting time.
Anyway,
But yeah, that's the reply you get. That's the reply you
Yeah.
get. He just he
Sesh
gets
will
that.
portray this to the party. Let everybody know.
That was a tangent.
Very much so.
remember
So,
you're going to D&D on a Tuesday.
Well, you all work out what you need to work out. I will follow because I have quite literally nothing else in my life anymore. So I'm just going to just go along with it. I'll be over here meditating. She goes over, sits down,
enjoy your nap.
and just like stays there. Just does the same thing Rivallon does.
Is her are her eyes open? Is it like eyes open stare?
Oh, she's a soldier, so yes. Actually, it's very
God.
creepy. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just very creepy. Just straight ahead.
Just very slowly puts a hat over her eyes. just
Right,
to know-
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go to bed as well. Good night.
Elves are cool. I'm going to message Bosch.
Tell him I've got him a
Does-
gift, and I'm still going to bed.
Does anyone want me to like let Vogue know we need to find a place? There's like a place
No.
here where he is. That
Not
has
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Fields. No. Okay.
Once we know where it is, we'll let him know then. And tell him to stay away. and hopefully it becomes less blood.
I don't
Becomes
think
less
we can
blood.
do that. But,
No,
you know.
probably can't.
Says the divination wizard. I don't think we can. I think we need to change prophecy.
Just wrenches it like, all right, we're going to need to adjust this slightly.
But not my prophecy.
No.
Just everyone else's prophecy.
Your
Our
prophecy's
prophecy's
already,
already
been
changed once. Fucking hell. Don't be greedy
Change
now,
it.
Mark.
Change it twice. Why not? This is where you change
Yeah,
it
Mog,
back.
why didn't you just change that one event and get rid of Zagul?
Because I was selfish. That was my other option.
Honestly, Sasha's option would have just been to get rid of Zagul because she had nothing
That
else.
that would have been the end of the campaign. And
Yep.
hey, guys, everything's great now.
Yep. We just
So-
slap cut
No,
to like
she
all
don't
of us
have-
doing
anyway.
mercenary shit. Just doing regular mercenary shit all of a sudden.
So, you all
I
go
am
to bed.
messaging Bosch.
Bosh, okay.
Found Tomb of the Champions. Will give you location when we next see you. In dangerous place.
You were right, there were two.
You were right. There was two.
To the end.
We'll try to send letter. Where? And I'd put a where? Like I'm asking a question.
Pause.
Okay.
Where?
Okay. All right. Oh my. Okay. All right. All right. All right. What condition was it in? Do you have any scratching samples? What's the
Done.
Yeah.
He's gone.
You
Out of work.
essentially just came to Daniel Jackson and goes,
Oh my god, oh my god,
"You're
oh my
right."
god.
Yeah, you just go to Daniel Jackson and go, "You were right." You just, oh, just goes straight there.
Confused screaming. Literally just confused screaming.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically.
I've got more spell slots.
Of course you do. Are you just gonna send a placeholder one? Just go beep and then let him reply.
Try that again.
I have to make a paper about this. Or publish the ones that I currently have written. There's a lot to ask. Get it to me as soon as possible. I'm with Vogue's army, helping as soon as I can.
I'm done.
He's with Vogue's army. Whatever.
Cool.
How do you fancy being a pigeon? Ooh. Didn't think so.
We do have a silver bird that we could send.
Still only 25 words.
No, but can it carry something?
I think it can, yeah, can't it? Rivallon's birdie friend.
How long can it go?
Yeah, it's an hour. It can only last an hour, I think.
Oh, really? I thought it could live. I thought it could live 24 hours.
No, I think you have to wait 24 hours after you use
Mhm.
it to get it back.
Okay.
Fancy being a carrier pigeon?
Hold on.
I didn't think so. That's fine.
She's much too pretty to be a carrier pigeon. Pat pat.
Hey now, carrier pigeons have their own beauty.
Roach is going to be that
She's
weird
fucking
dude in his 70s who has like 17 racks of pigeons on his roof.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
actually, to the wider audience, our Discord channel for this stream is mostly just owl pictures now.
Yes, hi, that's me.
I'm
No,
okay
funny you
with it.
mentioned. Funny you mention pigeons though, is I've told this before, but there's a breeding pair of pigeons that
It can become a raven for up to 12 hours.
Oh.
That can come.
But it
That
can't
come
be
to our
used.
house
But it
every
can't
year.
be. It can't be used
So.
again for 2 days.
Ah. Question:
Can it
Does
carry
it? Does
something?
the question is? Does it actually? Does that just after it's done with the 12 hours, does it just drop back into the form, or does it, or is it like leaving the? I think it just drops. So you would have to. So the problem is you'd have to kind of figure out if the raven can get there,
And back in 12 hours.
or just
I doubt
or
it.
just tell him to get there and then just
Hang out.
have
Become a
it
figurine there.
Just hang
become a
out with Vogue.
figurine and tell and have its word message be how to use it for Vogue, so he can send it back.
I could just
don't-
message him. I still have spell slots and be like, hey, this is
Sure.
how this works.
We,
Can it
yeah,
make it?
It doesn't need to stop for anything because it's magical, obviously.
So an emo messenger spell once. Understands languages, base should know commands creature defends itself. I mean, yeah, I could carry something if you wanted to like get a little piece of paper for it, and I could just go. But like, that's up to you if you want to use it like that.
Would it make it? You know where the army
No,
is.
where Vogue's army. You don't know where where Vogue's army is.
Yeah.
No.
You'd have to message Vogue and kind of get like a location to see if he's close to the border. 12 hours flight by straight as the crow flies.
Raven.
Well, fuck you.
It's the way.
Screw
the
you.
warrior.
It's fun. It's fun. It would depend. It depend on the specific location. I mean, it could go pretty far. Like, what's the average speed of a flying raven?
European.
I think it's 60 feet in game.
What speed of a laden raven?
What if it's holding the package between two ravens?
You know, got
So a
perched on
standard-
its dorsal appendages.
So a standard raven goes 25 miles per hour.
Is
a
it
wild
European
raven.
or American raven?
I said that.
I hate
They're
you.
ignoring
A raven
she
has
said
a
that.
fly
Yeah.
speed of 50 feet.
Yeah, well,
It's not
I'm
a-
reading.
it's-
I'm reading the extra like an extra thing. A wild raven goes 25 miles per hour and it can cover 100 miles a day.
But it
So I
can
would
get-
say
it can do 50 miles.
yeah, I'd say 50 miles is pretty good.
I don't think that's too. That's not very far at all.
No.
No, a trained raven can go 48 miles per hour. So I would say that's like double range for a trained raven. I don't know if this would be.
raven.
It is the magical raven. It is a magical raven. That is true, Mitch.
It doesn't need
It
to
is
stop
magical.
for food or water or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a 50-foot fly speed, so 50 times 10 for a minute. So
That's
you got
500.
No, because
feet.
no. That's using an action. Remember, so it'd be double that.
So that'd be
100. So it'd be
100 times 10.
It'd be 1,000 feet a minute.
1,000 feet a minute, 12 hours, so 1,000 times.
How many feet in a mile?
Meet in a mile. Fuck, my God. We can work this out. We can work
No,
this out.
all you do is
An
you
hour.
find out how many feet's in a mile. You then times the
5,280 feet in a mile.
right, and then you've got 1,000 feet in a minute. So
5
then that's
minutes a mile.
60,000 feet in an
5
hour.
minute
do-
mile. Fucking hell, that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
5-minute mile. It can do it for
That's
12
60.
hours.
60,000 feet in an hour.
Then
And then
times that by
that's
12.
And then divide that by
12.
how many feet are in a mile.
So 60,000 by
12.
the math.
12.
60,000 times
72,000.
720,000.
720,000. Divide that by
5,280.
5,280 equals 136.63636363, and so on.
Yeah, 100.
Plus.
It's 136 miles.
I still don't think that's enough distance.
136 miles, which is actually funny enough. That is basically what a wild raven can travel in a day. That's actually pretty good. That is, so hey, just looking at the Wikipedia article, we in a quarter of the time we were able to get basically the same.
D&D
listen,
math, meaning real life actual math, is pretty cool though.
That's true.
No,
yeah,
it's
that is
not.
true. Hey guys, hey kids, math is cool, except it's really not.
Look at how disappointed Red was in that moment. Just so disappointed in herself.
Oh, she's got into her constipated face. She's really upset.
Red, you should be really proud of me. I've been making spreadsheets all this week.
I am
With-
proud of you.
with-
If you
with
need a hand,
graphs.
Just give me a shout.
With graphs,
I'm not proud of me at
pie
all.
charts,
I work in
averages,
optics. I work in
automatic average
optics.
calculators.
I
I
am
work
so
in
proud of
optics.
you.
My entire day is math.
So, if you wanted to rival, it can go 136 miles in 12 hours.
Roach, where is the army?
You haven't asked yet.
So I
can't-
don't know if it's worth sending it yet.
That's true. It's up to you guys if you want to spend a spell slot to check. and
Well,
probably
we're
vote.
about to take a long rest, so it doesn't really make a
Yeah,
fucking difference.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Hey Vogue, where you at, homie?
Yo, Sesh, nice to hear from you.
Keep that
What's
stream going.
cracking, Double D?
I lose my chest out of this.
So,
Because you're a dragon.
let me consult. I don't know if you guys realize just how detailed the fact that this campaign is, given the fact I thought you would be participating in it. So, so let me consult the day and see where they're at.
Sorry.
Look, Mitch has had a really bad day.
I have, actually. Oh, yeah, for those of you who don't know, I don't have a YouTube channel right now.
You don't have a YouTube channel right now?
No.
What happened? I actually didn't know this.
Hang on. Before you
It's
start
only
talking, we should
Wait,
probably go to
we got a break.
to talk
We got a
about
break
it.
right
Yeah.
now.
Right,
Tell
right.
me in the
Yeah,
break. Tell me in the break. What the fuck happened?
We'll see you guys after this break. See you in a bit.
Sorry, I'll put Twitter away.
Put it away, Daniel. Put it away.
I mean, I want to know because that's a historical moment. It's a very
I would like
historical
to know.
moment. Just like how I couldn't stop myself from checking Twitter yesterday whenever they flew a helicopter on Mars for the first time.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. That was amazing.
Fucking amazing. We live both in the best and worst timeline.
I
At
just
the
live in
same
the worst
time.
timeline.
To be fair, they probably say that with most times like this.
Maybe. I guess.
No, in times like these, they used to burn people at the stake. In
Yeah.
the past.
You know, I'd be fine with that if the requirement for getting on the stake was having over $1 billion in assets. That'd be
Oh
fine.
god, yeah. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dive into that. Put the guillotine away.
Livable
No,
wages now,
I bought
guillotines
it.
later.
Livable wages
Calm
now so
down.
you can purchase the guillotines. See?
Ready?
Oh dear. Yeah.
I mean, I'm ready. Just shooting the shit. So, what were we? Oh, we left off with you.
Average
contacting
wind speed
Vogue.
below flying swallow. Yeah.
No, we left off with you talking to somebody sending a message to Vogue, figuring out where he is.
Yeah, I was like, hey Vogue, where you at, homie?
Yeah. Vogue replies with a location that when you refer to a map, specifically when you refer to the map Isaac has of the local area, the northern parts of the Clan Dynasty, compared to where you believe you are locally, is about 200 miles or more away. He looks to be quite a bit. He looks to be a distance away from the place you found him. Specifically, he's being forced northerly towards the mountains.
Okay,
So.
that's not gonna help. That's fine.
That's just what
He's being forced towards the mountains.
towards the mountains and to the north.
That's where it will happen.
So, yeah, that's where you end off at. Is that the end of your things for the night before you take a long rest?
Mm-hmm. For me, anyway.
Okay. Well, I mean, Rivallon was meditating because he got bored.
Isaac
went to
already
bed.
went to sleep.
Yeah, so I was just waiting for the spellcasters to finish, and then I'm assuming Ustenia will pass out somewhere, or
Probably with Sesh.
something like that. So, yeah, we end off there. Do you run watches?
Yeah, I'll sit up first.
Okay. So we go through. You finish off your long rest, wake up in the morning. Similar sight you've seen before of individuals kind of getting out into the fields as soon as first light, though it's less ominous. The mist isn't as thick as it was previously. The forest isn't as scary. People seem to be a bit more relaxed, just a tad, but they're still maintaining guards and watches. Just not as on edge, from what you can tell. You even see the young man that you saved helping the alderman with a cart full of scrap iron or scrap metal that he's bringing to the local forge, with the alderman not helping and the son pulling it of his own as probably punishment. It's very heavy. But you wake up, and what do y'all want to do? What is your plan?
Are we ready to go?
I guess
Rivallon?
we're heading south.
I'm ready.
Yep.
All right. You begin setting out. Who is Sala riding with? She does not have a horse.
Me, I guess. or Mog, whichever one.
No, no. She can ride with me. I'm probably the smallest frame out of everyone that would be okay with her traveling with.
All right. And you head out.
To be fair, though, Ustinia can run faster than his fucking horse at this point. So maybe
he's
he's...
a workout. Just put her on my horse and I'll walk because I'm as fast as the horse is.
Honestly, Ustenia, I don't even know if it was intended, but it's just become this most broken character in the campaign. He has
I don't know why
he has the armor.
Head.
He has the stalwartness of Gimli, but the speed of Legolas. Like just running next to the.
So
horses.
he's Aragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no intention of that, but I have made Mongolian Aragorn.
I have made Mongolian Aragorn.
I don't know why as well.
It's a good thing Mulan didn't have to fight you.
Oh fuck
I just always imagine Ustinia like it's like getting up into a sprint and then going onto all fours at one point. Proper, like that scene in Madagascar where Alex the lion suddenly realizes that he has to run like a lion again to be faster. That's what I imagine. Where he's just Ustinia's going, "Who's the horse? I'm the horse. Who's the horse? I'm the horse. Who's the horse?" Just slowly barrel run in full plate armor.
Yep.
It makes it worse the fact that you're wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, he's wearing half plate.
It makes it even worse.
Actually, no.
I'm not wearing plate.
Yeah.
I'm wearing magically reinforced chainmail.
Yeah.
I thought it was half plate. I thought it constituted as half plate.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Sorry, it is half plate. No.
Yeah, no, you're
correct.
Yeah, he's literally running in the heaviest.
We're
medium
right.
armor he
You're
can wear.
broken.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he's literally running faster than the horse in half plate, like going
It's
for
fast,
it,
not
and then
fast,
it's just
as
going.
fast.
Usain Bolt, who's this guy?
You can keep up with the horse. You can keep up with the horse, no problem. That's
Yeah.
fine. The funny thing is, you're probably a more efficient land animal than a horse because you have more staying power as a human. Because a horse has to. Yeah, because a horse has to stop and like be rested every so often. You can maintain that for a while.
You can climb things as well and have
Yeah.
He is
opposable
literally
thumbs.
just a marathon runner who's wearing.
I'll
full
have
plate.
you know, Skyrim horses can climb. And
Not
Roach,
meant to.
Roach-
As well.
out of
Skyrim
Witcher
horses
fame,
climb,
he
but
can
not as
appear
well
on
as
top of
Tamriel
friggin'
horses.
buildings whenever he wants to.
Or the horse in
I'm
Kingdom
sorry,
Come
but-
Deliverance
but-
where you whistle
Roach
and
can't
somehow
go
in a
over a-
building.
But Roach can't go over a fence on his own.
No, Roach doesn't want to while you're riding him. That's all.
No. I'm talking about when you call him. It's just like whistle, and he's in a closed-in field. Well, I can't get you out of there.
There is no whistling for a horse to the horse teleport weirder than Kingdom Come Deliverances because I've had horses walk out of buildings because nothing is like
Was it a
modular in that
barber?
game where it's like
Just get a haircut.
I'll
I
have you
have
know.
literally had like the lower keep in Rate. I've literally had the horse come out the building and walk down the stairs, walking into other NPCs, causing them to float through the roofs. There's nothing more broken than it.
Where they also say, Henry's come to see
Henry.
us as their side street.
They say stuff like, "Learn how to ride a horse."
I'm not riding him.
They need to make a mod where he's just like you call the horse and it's like in a building and he's just like and you just see him like playing cards or something with the hooves. Just... he does that. I gotta go. All right.
Aces.
So you just want a mod where it's the horse from Tangled.
Actually, I haven't watched Tangled. I've never seen it.
Quite good.
I want a mod
I'm
for
not-
The Witcher 3.
I am a
as you're
Disney
riding the
Renaissance
horse.
kid, not a new Disney kid. Like I was getting like tail end of 2D animation was when I was into Disney. Everything else after that, I haven't really paid much attention to. So, yeah, it's gonna be a long trip. You're going to the village first, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 2-day trip. The thing is, there's not like a lot on the way. when he said this was a sparsely populated region, he meant it. Like this place has been, decades with this overwhelming presence. So it looks like
You're welcome.
A lot of farmhouses are abandoned or overgrown. You can see the old farm fields with not an actual forest has regrown there. You can tell the difference between what used to be a field and what is, used to be a forest. But it's starting to reclaim it little by little. Long growth grass is no longer, we're not having yearly grass, stuff like that. But it's pretty uneventful. There's not a lot to see on the way other than those old abandoned buildings. You don't encounter anybody else on the road during your first day. It's pretty open. You've got it to yourselves. It's odd too because it's not like it's an unhospitable area. There's nice ponds, nearby roads or little rivers, stuff, places to water horses along the route. The road is well placed, and you can see why it's kind of maintained. But the further you get away from the settlement you're at, the less maintained it becomes. But it's definitely somebody rides down here, at least every so often, just kind of clean it out of overgrowth. And your first day, you just you get about halfway to where you suspect your destination is, and it's starting to get to nightfall, and you're nearby what looks to be a collection of an old farming estate nearby. There's a moderately sized walled compound in the center of what looks to have been a couple acres of farm field around it. And that's the only structure nearby, if you want to use that as your campsite overnight. Or if you'd rather just sleep out in the stars. It's up to you.
May as well use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come to cover.
Alright. So you set up. It's not as bad as it looks. It's well made. Stone walls on the exterior. If you ever seen actually I don't know. Have you ever seen any of those the Waterloo farming compounds, La Haison? That compact, the smaller of the two, not Hougoumont, but the smaller one. Similar to that. So it's got a couple of barns and stable areas integrated in, with one side being a wall with a gate. Gates were rotted out, but the interior's been pretty well untouched with just some overgrowth in the field in the center. But you set up a adequate camp, however you want to. There's no clean areas inside the buildings if you want to sleep in the buildings, but you can use the walls and kind of get some protection. And let's see here. Oop, drop that. Okay. You sleep for the night? Yes.
Can I send 2 messages before bed?
Sure, who you sending it to?
One to my boss, head of divination, whoever sent me on my mission.
Right.
And one to my mum and dad, just to check in and say hello. But
Alright.
hello, I'm fine. But the one to my boss is reporting in. Goddess Segul is planning to return. Please research any mentions of Field of Blood. We'll check in next week.
I want to point out, you're the head of the divination department. You were given your job by the head of the school.
Oh, in that case, it's to the head of the school.
Yeah. All right. Who do we agree on? Because I think I told you the headmaster's
Yeah,
name.
you told me the headmaster. Let me just check my
Let
notes.
me go check that. I've already got so many notes open. I have to recombine to Rivallon's adventure. from a couple of different areas. It's like 2 first names.
Helmsdorf.
Helmsdorf is the town. Is where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. Did I write it somewhere else? Did I write it somewhere else?
I know you who wrote it.
While this is happening, I will
Yeah.
mention to the group that I may have a way to get us something that might be able to carry anything we wanted to Bosch very quickly. But it's a really roundabout way of doing it, and it might cost me a lot of money.
Okay, I can't find it, Roach. So let's go with head teacher.
All right, I'll find it again at some point.
Yep.
All right, you send that. Good to hear that you're okay. I assume that we'll get on that. Be safe. When are you going to get back? Your substitute is becoming a problem.
I'll message
The halfling
back.
had a good reference, but he's not. He doesn't seem to have the qualifications I initially assumed he would.
What is this halfling's name? And I'll be back as soon as I can.
The name given on his reference is what?
Please tell me it's R1.
Oh, please.
Please tell me it's R1.
Oh, that would be a weird turn of events.
It would be hilarious.
The name given on his reference was Gordon, but we've had some trouble. He's been poking around in sections he shouldn't be in, and we had to make accommodations for his dog.
I replaced Armin. Armin replaced me.
Oh no.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. He gave the name Gordon?
Why Gordon? Okay.
He's being
I
sneaky.
mentioned. Do I remember the bard that used to travel with you guys having a dog?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he had a dog.
That was his mount.
Yeah.
I think he's my replacement at school.
That makes 0 sense. He's like
He's a sword
Well,
bard.
he's a sword flourish bard.
In more ways than one.
He plays magic with blades.
Yeah.
my colleague Henrietta says he had a nasty habit of getting on, having relations with other members of staff.
Yeah, that's him.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah.
That could
Yep.
be a bard.
He's been
yes.
poking around in areas that he shouldn't.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
that
like him
sounds
as
like
well,
Alan.
but
Yeah, yeah.
He's
for
got
other reasons.
a dog,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's not very good
Very.
at being a wizard.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him. Yep.
Well, as a bard, that would track.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sesh, I don't know him, Sesh. Can you message him?
Shit, you can.
I can.
Fuck.
You didn't think of that, did you?
How does Crimson's talk?
Crimson, get in here.
With special guest Crimson!
Oh my god. And all of the streamers just have to change their entire loadouts. Just, damn it.
Not me. I've got us all in window and it will adapt.
Oh, nice.
What's that?
I have a so the monitor, I have the video chat popped out, so I can't look at Discord whilst we're acting. 'Cause I have the chat and I'm using my second monitor to capture that.
So,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so I'm going to message R1 and be like, what the fuck are you doing in that school, you fucking idiot?
Hey,
I
Sesh.
swear to Bahamut.
Hey, Sesh. I said I'd try and find information, and you told me to find information. I found an opening at this school. Thought I'd give it a shot. They didn't really vet too closely, so
Gordon, you're going with Gordon.
So,
Yeah, Gordon. Why Gordon of all fucking names?
so they but they've been keeping the restricted section pretty hard locked down. I've had to think of a lot of reasons that I would be back in the dark lately. It hasn't been going well. How are you?
Oh boy, it's been like a year and a half since we've seen R1. Like,
no, it's
in-game?
not. It's not. That's the well for us in real life. It's been like a year and a half. In
only been like
in
8
this world,
months.
it's only not even that. It's been about
We
6.
have the teacher he replaced. Just tell him that.
Literally, she's just gonna be like,
She's getting reports.
information has been found. You can leave that school. We have the teacher you replaced on the Turquoise Company. Currently in the Dynasty.
Are you saying I don't need to be here anymore? But I've only got like 18 months and I get tenure.
You do realize she's coming back.
Does she need to?
Yes.
It's a cushy gig.
I'm assuming that's why she wants to go back.
We're having more of a conversation back and forth. That is like 8
So she's
spells.
using all of us.
I've got all my spell slots.
That's good. It's not like there's gonna be a random encounter at night. You're right. I already rolled it.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's what you
Fucking
get.
R1.
I am gonna admit it. I did just reuse the shit I wrote about Arawan and what he'd been doing in between there, and just kind of figured out how Mog rolled in with new Mog, Wizard Mog. So
Yep.
yeah, so that's where
Especially
Arawan's
that
been.
Crimson. Mog replaced Arwen. Arwen replaced Mog.
And all is balanced in the world.
Part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship.
Part of the school, part of the faculty, part of the school, part of the faculty.
Yeah. I was wondering how long it would take you to figure out that the halfling that
It was when you said halfling. And
it's
I
been said
remember
before.
you said before.
It's
No,
been said
it's when you
before.
mentioned
Oh,
the
haven't?
dog.
Yeah, no, it
dog.
had been when you were talking with
You
the
didn't mention
gossip.
the dog though.
I didn't mention the dog, but when you were talking with the gossip, she told you about a halfling that had
She
replaced
did.
you, that had been that was sneaking around the restricted sections, that she thought was there because he was getting it on with somebody.
To be fair, I would have assumed he was getting it on with somebody.
Yeah.
And then he
No,
confirmed he wasn't.
No, he's just been trying to get into the restricted section for books. He's
Yep.
been trying to get you information.
He
Yep.
needs an improved visibility. That's what he needs. It's the only way
He
to
did,
get to
yeah.
a restricted section of
Yeah.
the library
Yeah.
of a magic school.
Watch for those screaming books.
Read.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
just comes out of like the sending and she's like, fucking R1.
It was him. It is him. Is he want my
It is
job?
him.
He can't have it. My job. It's cushy.
He did just say that. He did say if I stay for 18 months I get tenure, and also it's a very cushy job. But
Have you got any spells left? Just tell him, fuck him.
Probably.
listen, I already did multiple times.
So, yeah, that's what you learned. That's been a thing ticking on in the background for a while.
That's hilarious.
It's perfect. Thank you, Roach. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Love it.
So yeah, you finish off your night. Nothing happens. Begin rolling out the next day. I gotta update time of the day. There we go. And you head out. Sala following along or riding along. Actually riding right alongside Ustenia, who's running next to his horse.
Brisk jog.
Just a brisk jog. It's a lot of workout lately, Estonia. It's actually been pretty, especially in the morning, very brisk.
It's been fantastic for your
It's
cardio.
leg day.
Yeah. Oh.
Every day is leg day.
Like God, it's just the fact that you're keeping up with a horse while wearing half plate. Because I've worn chainmail, and it's like that shit. That shit is
Yeah.
Well,
it
see,
drains you.
this is why every day
Yeah,
is
this
leg day in Utesh.
Chapter is
Because
kind of broken.
Now you say he's broken. He's been broken for 10 for levels upon levels.
I kid you not, it was not intentional.
I know. It never is.
it
So,
never is.
It never is.
But,
So
I mean, it's on character for him.
7 and
Yeah,
a 20.
true. 7 and a 20. Ooh, divination rolls. Nice. So yeah, you head out, and the time that you were given to get to the village was a bit wrong, because you arrived there not later in the day. You actually arrived there around noontime. The area that you had been indicated. Nearby a river. Which is how you kind of know you're getting close. You find the river and follow that to the point. Essentially what you do is you follow the river. There is a thick tangle of old woods that you pass through, and then on the other side you get to a old abandoned village that's situated next to the river. It's not a large river. It's not like something you'd navigable with like boats. It's more, almost like just a little bit bigger than what you'd consider a stream. But enough for a village to exist next to. And you see about 5 or 6 old buildings, a cleared out kind of central space. Some areas that look like they could have been fields at one point, but large trees have grown in their place. It's been almost a century, hasn't it, since that point in time? So, there's 80-year-old trees here and there. The buildings are
a century and a half, if
overgrown.
not more.
Yeah, overgrown. If you didn't know that this was here, you might have just passed it by. Assumed it was a part of the forest itself. Rivallon, you're not actually very surprised by the look of this because you've seen it. When you think back, a vision from a demigod given to you to entice you took place not too far away from the center of the clearing of this burnt-out, old, abandoned village. And it looks pretty close to what you're seeing right now. It's quiet. Your birds singing in the background. Little babbling of the river. Just a forest at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna get off my horse, cross over the river.
Cross over the river? Okay.
You want us
It's
with
not
you?
a.
No.
It is not a large river by any means. You can go across really easily. On the other side, it's a bit more overgrown. It wasn't as developed as the side where the village was primarily located on, but you definitely find like little paths here and there and some gardens or fields that have been abandoned.
Start searching the houses.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
You can have a 20.
Thank you.
All right, natural 20 plus what's your investigation bonus?
Plus 2.
Plus 2, so 22. Okay. You start looking through. These old abandoned houses. And you're familiar with with nature in general. You're familiar with the signs of things being reclaimed by nature. What happens when a chest is left on its own for a long period of time and just reclaimed by the forest? And you can definitely tell that a lot of these weren't reclaimed. They were way back when this place was active. These chests were busted open. Splinters here and there, now more like moldy or crusty pits of wood that have moss on them. But you can still tell they haven't been touched. It's been left. No valuables from what you can find here and there. It's just, bits and pieces, maybe a couple of bits of metal, not precious, rusted in one chest, an old lock, cracked open by the hilt of a sword, an old mirror with just little bits of the reflectivity poking out through a sheet of moss. Almost pretty in a way. Is there anything you're looking for specifically?
Anything that I might recognize from either the vision or what I remember. I'm looking for something that says this is the right place, basically. So I can then start looking for anything from my parents or family.
Okay. All right. You spend a while going from house to house, building to building, hut to hut, just looking around, walking around. Some of them are empty. Some of them have their floors have caved in over the years, and it's just kind of a wash of mud. Sometimes, it looks like maybe at some point something was living in here, then migrated away, and etc. 150 years is a long time. So a lot of things don't survive that long when they're just left out to the elements. But I'd say after about 2 hours of searching through here, there's only about, say, on the offset, maybe like on the maximum, maybe 30 huts, 30 houses in the whole village. It's not a large one. It's not a large village. And some of those are like an old barn that has its whole like top half caved in. You can see where bits of structure were burned here and there, and even some. There might have been more at one point, but you can see burned, charred wood that hasn't been reclaimed yet. Just kind of like in where husks used to be. But you notice one thing. As you're going between the huts and you're getting towards the end of your search, on the outskirts of the village, you see a small hill overlooking the village itself, and for some reason, something's drawing you there. You get a feeling you want to go to it, and almost unknown, without knowing it, you begin walking towards it and walking up the hill, and you have to go behind thick trees, and you get to the top and you see something that clicks in your memory. A small place, a little low point on the side of the hill where you can get underneath some bushes, just large enough for maybe a younger child to get underneath. To be able to look out to a small, little secluded section where you see, next to a river, a little flat part, and where you remember seeing the bald man in a blue uniform, years and years, decades and decades and decades ago, well, a century and a half ago. Before he took out a sword and he stabbed the leader of the village and ordered his men to put it to a torch. can see that. You're not sure how many of those places exist that would be exactly the same, but it seems like the spot.
Okay, I'll go back. Get on my horse, start riding towards the fort.
The fort. Just start riding north.
We follow.
Okay. All right.
Don't say anything.
You ride north. Behind you, leaving the husk of a village, an ancient ruin behind you, slowly getting smaller and smaller before you can't even see it anymore, and you're back on the road. So yeah.
I ride up to near Rivallon. I just ask him if it was the place.
I found where I hid. Where I watched my father die.
Then we have our man.
Not yet, I don't.
We're on the right path, is all I'm saying.
All right. So, you continue on your journey. You're going back up the way you came. Let's see here. Going back up the way you came. Are you going all the way? Are you gonna?
Wait.
Yes.
Does the
Waiting.
map show us that if we went to the teleportation circle that we know about, is that going in the right direction?
I mean, yeah, you passed it on the way down. It's not on the road because the way that it's not like you had to go across kind of open territory to
But
get
would that
to a
save
road.
us time going there?
Is there a teleportation circle closer to the fort?
Closer to the
Use?
fort.
Then where we are now.
Than
Yeah.
where you are. No, because you had because you have teleportations. Well, actually, no. Are you talking about you
We
can
ha-
teleport from where you're at right now to the circle, then
Yeah.
ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could cut it. You could cut a day off. Because it only took you about a day to get down here, a day and a half. So you could probably cut a day and a half off. It's not the end of the day, so if you wanted to like
I would
Ride a little away
suggest
from the
that to
village.
Rivallon. We can take a day off if we go back to the temple we found. I can draw a circle.
I get there a day quicker. Fine.
I spend a minute drawing a teleportation circle to that same place. The place we came into to actually get to the fort.
Okay.
The one we fought
yeah,
through.
no, the one, yeah, the one you fought through. Okay, yeah, you can do that. Because you have all of the,
Accoutrements.
you have the, yeah, you have the
I've got some
accoutrements.
chalk on
You
me,
have all that.
yeah.
Yeah, and
If
you
not,
know
I've
that
definitely got some.
yeah, you've got enough to do at least one teleport. I know that much. Okay, yeah, you can do that. You find a spot where you can draw, because you need some place that you can draw on with chalk.
Justinia, please take my horse while I do this, because we're not going to have long.
Yeah, you find
Yep.
like a slab. You find like a slab of rock in the field somewhere that's flat enough that you could draw a circle onto. Yeah, you go ahead and do that, and you cast the teleportation spell and go on through, exiting out in the same dank mound that you came to this place in the first place.
And we follow Justinia around, because he knows the
Never
way
get
out.
used to that smell.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. That cuts a day and a half off. So actually, it's but you can get back to the settlement that the alderman and his son, that Devoir is at before daybreak. by using the teleport thing. So if you wanted to, you could spend the night again over there after. So basically, you just cut a lot of time off your journey there.
Just turn up again, and they're like, "What the fuck you doing back? Did you not get
Did
there?"
you turn
Oh.
back? Yeah.
I have something I wish to do this evening in terms of when we go to bed.
Okay. Are you wanting to get like extra distance, or are you wanting to just once you get to the
Up to
sun?
Rivallon.
Yeah.
So what are the choices?
Stay at the settlement or extra distance.
Yeah.
Entirely you all.
I can go
You
further.
rode out. Yeah.
I can go
You
further.
wouldn't. You could probably go for another few hours past the settlement north without incurring exhaustion.
Let's keep going then.
Okay. You do so. You do so. Find a little spot, not too far actually from where the boy that you saved was originally taken from, where you decide to lay down camp and get yourself situated in the little clearing off the road. What did you want to do, Isaac?
I would like to cast a spell, and it's a pretty powerful one at that.
Okay. You may cast a spell.
I would like to cast Planar Ally.
Planar ally.
Oh boy,
dropped it in
here
the
we
chat.
go.
And I'm going to beseech Palor in a... I'm going to beseech Palor in a ritual. Use some while by using the spell Planar Ally to send us someone or something that can quickly get something to Bosch.
The Ottens just appear.
Just give me a second.
That would be shit.
It would.
Okay. Well, actually, you can. Well, I mean, yeah, you can do that. Or are you going to speak a specific? Are you going to speak the specific name? I think. Ask for. you
Well, see, okay, there's two names I could go for. There's the one that's in jail,
Because you can speak.
or I can
that,
go for her old boss.
Yeah, if you know a specific creature's name, you can speak that name when you cast a spell to request that creature. Though you might get a different creature anyway. My choice. So I mean, it's up to you. It's yeah. I mean, it's up to you.
I request. I've asked Palor to send someone or send something that will be able to carry me a message very, very quickly. Can I define a creature in the
'cause
parameters of the spell?
Because the way it's a celestial, elemental, or fiend loyal to it. So it'll be a celestial that's loyal to it, but you don't know a creature's name other than the ones that you know. So you have to, if you want a specific one, you have to name it or them.
Yeah, no, I don't know a name of a creature that I know can teleport. I know of a creature type that can teleport, but I don't know its personal name.
You know of somebody who can.
Yeah.
You know of somebody. Because this stays around for.
Well, it
someone?
depends on it will do it until the completion of the task, and then it sets a parameter of what that's gonna cost. That's why I want something as quick as possible.
Well, I mean, you know somebody who has wings. Whether or not she can do it.
Just ask her to come down real quick. It's like, hey, you want to get out
Well,
of jail for a bit?
I was hoping if there was someone that could teleport. Can a Dave teleport?
I mean, if you're gonna request her, I can look at her spell list, but I need you to. I need you to do something. I need you to list something.
I mean, like, we know it's the middle management who has her in jail, so Bahamut, sorry, not Bahamut, Palor thinks that.
Well,
probably
I've
she's still
beseeched to
doing-
Palor. Palor can send who he deems. He's my god.
So what are you
I put my
doing?
trust in him. I put my trust in Palor to send me someone who can can travel a parcel to someone very quickly for me.
Okay.
Do you tell Mog because she's
Whether
going to
the-
start getting her pictures together for Bosch?
Yes, yeah, I'm getting my pictures together as well. For
It takes 10 minutes to cast it, anyways. So
Yeah.
You
Yeah. I am performing a ritual right now. So it's- sorry, give me a moment. I'm contacting God.
I can just do that. Is the funny thing. It's like,
Yeah,
alright.
I can't. I'm
talking
not.
to Palor all my life.
all my life.
Oh, Holy
yes,
Sun
he
Father,
knows me.
send me
He
your
knows I'm right.
send me your servant to aid me in my quest.
Right, picture,
Just has
picture,
some-
picture. Write the story, 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 write the story.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing this like all of our journey as well. I've been making sure everything's up to date. I've got the seal and I've got the rubbings that I did. I've got all of those things.
Don't
We're
tell
gonna
him
blow
about
this
the
scientist's
weapons.
mind. Oh god, no.
Just
We're gonna
checking
blow
through
this
here.
scientist's mind.
Okay. All right. Your bank account's not gonna like it.
Your
But-
bank account.
Because I got 2 choices for fast. I got 2 choices.
Oh
for
boy.
Two options,
Uh,
one choice.
Yeah, I got 2 choices. All right. But one of them, but Paylor's lawful good, right?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
All right, that's the worst of the options, but that's the only lawful good one that is an option.
I mean, there's things like holophants that can teleport.
Yeah, but it has to be a celestial.
That they are. Holophants are a celestial.
Not according to type choices here. I'm looking at the type of creature, celestial. Celestial, fiend, or what was the other? Or elemental, which is a type
Yeah.
creature, a creature type.
Yeah.
In
Holophant.
5th edition, in 5th edition foes, or in the rule book.
Holophant is.
Because they're, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
So what you see appear, what you see appear, and it's not great. The other one would have been better, but it needs to be lawful good. So
Shit, what were you gonna send me?
oh no, the other one was
Payoff.
chaotic. It was chaotic good, and it could fly, but unfortunately, it's chaotic good. So the lawful good creature that comes out that is also celestial that Paylor gives you to ride or to give to bring something to a friend. You see coming out of a portal like sunlight is a unicorn.
Oh, for
Huh.
fuck's sake.
It was a unicorn or Pegasus. The Pegasus would have been better, but chaotic good. So,
Can I pet it?
I can cast
So
this spell too. Oh fuck.
It's
so
a
that
unicorn.
one, yeah. So unicorn comes out and goes, "I was summoned."
I was summoned.
They can talk.
Yes.
Telepathy. So you just hear that.
I was summoned.
No,
in-
specifically,
No.
exactly how I said it. I was summoned.
It sounds like Nigel Thornberry.
Yes.
Do they speak Celestial? Because I can speak Celestial.
Celestial, Elven, Sylvan, and just telepathy. So they can speak it, but he's using telepathy in common.
Sorry,
just
Okay,
telepathy is
I'm
telepathy.
unicorn.
What was that?
A what?
Houston has just seen a unicorn appear out of a portal because Isaac did a spell.
Flying horse? What is
Unicorn.
That
this?
would be a
No, that's a Pegasus. That's a Pegasus. That was the better option, but he got the worst of the two. Yeah, so
What
it's a
is
shine
What
with
is
shining
horse doing before?
like gold mane, and it's speaking in telepathy to everybody within 90 or 60 feet of it. So I was summoned. What task do you want of me?
I need to get a parcel to a very important researcher by the name of. What's his full name?
Friedrich Bosch.
Sorry.
Friedrich.
Friedrich Bosch.
Of course.
So I'm going to.
Where is he?
He is. Sesh?
Blank. You give it.
Yeah, you give it.
Ash gives him
Yeah.
the location.
Mhm.
Of course. I can get there on the morrow.
Okay. What's it going to cost me?
I think
Your
it just-
limited
What
edition
has-
Spider-Man
What
uniform.
what does Paylor ask of me in return?
One of your kidneys.
Don't worry, when you go to Vegas, they'll take it.
Carrot.
He wishes you to put a banana in your ear.
Okay. So we didn't read fully
go
this.
to the deepest
We didn't read
forest.
non-hazardous
Knock down a tree.
tasks are half price.
Yeah, I know.
Non-hazardous. So it's okay. So so on the morrow, so he's gonna take. It's a horse. He's got a 50-foot movement speed. So
It's a magical celestial horse.
It's
It
a
can go
magical
bit quicker.
pony flying through
Which
the
is-
sky.
which is why he doesn't need to rest.
Yeah.
So
he is speed.
he's gonna take. I say
Well,
he's
I've got to look up a unicorn.
Yeah, he's. I think he's gonna take about a day and a half to get to him. So that's gonna be 1,500 gold pieces. Starting, halved. It's non-hazardous.
They could teleport as an action.
1 mile.
That'll help.
It's once per day. I think it's once per day.
Just wakes up in the morning, just boop.
So
Yeah, once
it's
a
not-
day.
Once per day. So he can't. He can't. So
Boy.
that is it. So it's 1,500 gold pieces halved, is the price you have to pay.
750.
Seven.
Yeah, I can do that.
7,500 gold pieces.
You
No.
said 1,500, not 15,000.
I said I meant 15,000. It's 15,000 because 10,000 a day. It's 10,000
No,
a
it's
day.
not 10,000 a day. It's 1,000 a day.
No.
Wait, what?
No.
10,000 a day. 10,000 a day.
It's 1,000 an hour.
Oh my god! This is why I wanted something very, very quick.
You need to be So yeah, it's 10,000 a day. So this is 15,000 gold
Well,
pieces halves. That's 7,500.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't have that.
You've
Go,
already
leave.
summoned him. You've already summoned
he's
him. He
gone.
needs. Okay, you still have to 200 gold pieces.
You gotta pay
'cause
for
he's
the
here.
hour. You gotta pay
He's
for
been
the hour.
No, it's per minute. So he needs 200 gold pieces.
Well, we'll give him 200
I'm
gold
sorry,
pieces.
my clock is already ticking. You must provide me with payment.
Horse holds out a 2, like, pay me, bitch.
Next time, Sir Inquisitor, be more specific.
Give him
See,
200
right?
gold and tell him to fuck off.
I just,
Until next time, as he goes into the sky.
well done, Isaac. That was highly entertaining.
I just
called
want to
it.
point
You
out
fucking called a cab. Just like, oh fuck, I've got the. Oh, God.
they don't have to ask for gold either. That's the thing.
Rather than a cab.
It was gold or your
What?
kidneys.
Well, other option is why don't I take the message?
No, we may need you.
Because we
Maybe
might
we join
need
you.
you.
There's going to be a fight, Ustinia.
I am as fast as horse.
It would be
Actually,
much faster for one of our 2 arcane.
well, I mean,
casters
you
here.
could have traded
Teleportation.
gold. You should. It's equivalent gold pieces. So if you had something that was 7,500 gold pieces worth of shit, you could have thrown it at the horse and just take
Or I
it.
can do a task.
Yeah, or a task. Yeah, that would. Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
You didn't know. You need to be more specific and read your spells. That yeah, it's 10,000 gold pieces a day. That is
Jesus, I jumped the line. I read it as 1,000 a day, 10,000 a. Yeah, that was.
No,
Jesus.
no, it's 1,000 per hour, 100 per minute. That thing, it had a fucking cabbie's like ticker on its back. It's just, that thing was just rocketing as you were talking to
Sensi.
it.
I asked for something that could preferably teleport. He sends me a fucking unicorn.
He can teleport though. The unicorn can
Yeah.
teleport.
Yeah, it's just
I just got monkey's paw. I just got
Not
monkey's
very
pawed
far.
by Playlore.
Congrats.
Hey, if you would have asked for your aunt, there was a chance I was gonna roll it, and she does have teleport.
Yeah. Your aunt could have just turned up and be
That's
like,
true.
I'm out of jail.
I fucking remember that next time.
Oh,
She
she's
might
a
not
pretty high
charge
level.
me.
She'll definitely charge you, but maybe not in gold.
Also, I think it'd be fun. I think she'd be like, well, I'm getting out of jail, so this is nice. For a short period of time.
I want the unicorn to come back. I like that guy.
Nigel Thornberry, the unicorn.
Oh, Isaac.
Quite
one
right,
sec.
yes.
Next time, read the fine print.
as he flies off into the sunset.
Why can I never do anything right when it comes to me touching the divine?
Because you don't read it.
I just gave Isaac a pat on the back. Like, I don't know what else to say here, homie.
Is this normal?
why-
Yes.
Sala's just seen this.
Yes, exceptionally.
For us?
Welcome to
Annoyingly so.
this.
Hello, I'm Isaac. I'm the most inadequate angel you've ever met.
Hello,
Parrot
Isaac.
angel.
Hello, Isaac.
Hello, Isaac. Everyone around the AA meeting. The IA
Isaac's
meeting,
just
the
gonna go
inadequate angel
straight to
meeting.
bed after being conned by a unicorn.
Glass of wine in hand.
Yeah,
just-
he wasn't even the thing that you called for. He just showed up.
He was sitting there in the waiting room with a glass of wine in hand. He was like,
He's got
shit,
nothing
what?
to do with you. He's just gonna take the money and leave. He did take the money and leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, this evening was very interesting for you, Isaac. Have a good night's sleep.
I'll take
Tried.
first watch.
All right. So yeah, you all decide. Oh, you all go through your watches, and wake up the next morning refreshed. Isaac, a little salty, a little salty.
Shalty. Shalty.
6th level spell.
6th level spell and 200 gold pieces you just lost.
This is where I cast it, and I'm like, I just want a dragon. Just send me a dragon.
Oh yeah, you could cast it if you wanted.
Yeah, I
to.
could cast it, and I could have them send me a gold dragon and just have them fly down to it.
Well, it's got to be celestial. It's got to be tied to it.
It would be
So
one
Dragons
of...
aren't celestials.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it'd be a
dragons.
celestial. But Bahamut is just
He'd be
good,
lawful as
right?
well, wouldn't he?
No,
He's
he's
just
lawful
neutral.
good.
He's lawful good.
Yeah.
There are a couple that are options.
Is
that
it
could
tied
work.
to their type, or is it just good?
I was trying to make it thematic with that.
I mean, the thing about
Yeah.
Bahamut is that he has, like, dragon messengers. Is his whole thing. He has a horde of them.
No. I have to look it
fly
up.
around
I have to
town.
look it
Yeah.
up if it has to be tied. If it has to be a celestial fiend or elemental. Could be
I
just
can
a
also
wind
just
elemental.
summon Fae. That's the thing I can
Yeah.
do now. I can
Yeah,
just
I mean, if
conjure
you
Fae.
specifically ask for something.
Also,
that's
I
right.
love there's a line here as well. Is if the task is aligned with the creature's own ethos, the payment might be halved or even waived. Fucking unicorn con men.
I mean,
You just
your-
told
your
it to
aunt
bring
might-
some paperwork to a guy.
Yeah, your
Like,
aunt
what
might
does
go,
he
"Oh,
do?
this
How's
is
that to
important.
his
Waive it."
ethos?
You know.
How's that to
Yeah.
his ethos?
Your
He's
aunt
a
might do that.
unicorn artist.
Oh God.
So,
We're allowed to speak
I-
again.
Okay, that's fine.
I am.
That-
I'm immeasurably disappointed.
There's now going to be
Oh, my days
a
are in.
a
Yeah.
tavern in my homebrew campaign called the Sleazy Unicorn.
It's a fantastic name for an inn. To be fair.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So you wake up in the next the next morning, and get yourself ready to go.
Get the move on.
Yeah, get the move on. And begin riding. We're gonna just, unless you guys have anything specific you want to do in the next couple of days, because you got a 4-day ride to the area that you got to go to.
I wanna
You cut
see
2
this-
days off.
Does Salah want any information that we can provide her? I'll provide her as much as we can.
I mean, you've been kind of giving her a lot for a while about.
Yeah. Whatever she
God.
wants to ask
Yeah,
about
but
or whatever.
We're talking about
yeah.
information here, not what Sesh normally likes to do.
Yeah. Listen, she's, as far as I'm aware, Rivallon still has first dibs.
She has already made
Oh,
it very clear that she has no interest in Rivallon.
Oh, fair
Just Salah, if you run out of the ability to speak in common, I can understand you now.
I learned Common over the last few months. It's not a hard
Just
language
throwing
compared to
more
Elven.
insults at her.
Learning doesn't go away, Isaac.
Look, it took me ages to learn one sentence in Elvish.
Well, Elvish
How
is
do
a
you
much
attach
harder
it?
language than Common.
I speak Celestial.
And that line
Through
he
your
learned in
blood.
That line he learned in Elvish was how to flirt
No,
with
my
somebody.
mother
Let's be
taught me
honest here.
Celestial as all she would speak around the house.
Well, immersion is the best way. If you're trying to learn it academically, Elvish is very difficult.
I will also just point out that one line he knows in Elvish is a flirting line. He uses.
I mean, I know Elvish.
Even I know Elvish. It's just...
I still have it in my notes. I am 1/20th of the way to learning Elvish as a language because
You
I
haven't
was
spent
learning
any
it
extra time.
because I was learning it with Crimson and his character left.
You have an
Not
elf
with
and
the
a
elf.
Uteshian right here who can both speak.
Yeah.
It never came
Also,
back
I wouldn't. Also, I wouldn't classify it.
Sorry, interrupting here. We have a return now. It's been returned. Guilty on all counts.
Yeah, I've read that like a couple of minutes ago. Yeah,
wow.
I've had Twitter open for a few minutes looking at that.
Good. Fuck
It's,
that guy.
Yep. Whew.
Now that the political section of this D&D podcast is done.
I didn't make an
Just
opinion.
realised-
I was
I
simply
ju-
relaying.
Oh, I'll
I
make an
coulda-
opinion.
Wait, hang
Fuck
on.
that guy.
I could have got rid of that unicorn for free. I could have just cast banishment. Let's keep going. I want to get to Rivallon.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Let's get up.
Yeah, I've been trying. You fuckers. So yeah, you you and Sala and everybody just kind of talk for a while, but we're just gonna like skip over time if you guys don't have anything else you'd like to do, because you have a couple of days, and I don't want to just make you guys to bed down, go, unless you had anything else you wanted to do for casting purposes.
Does anyone want me to use legend lore again?
We
I
can
think
save
we might.
that for after this. I
Okay.
don't think we need any on anything. I think we've got a fully understanding of the story now. We've just got to work out how we're going to make it happen.
Gotta tie up the side quests and finish the final adventure, and then go into the post game cutscene.
Oh, apparently I do still have my halberd.
Oh wow, you've just been hanging on that. This
It's
whole
been
time?
on the horse.
Yep.
Hey,
Well,
Lucinia, do you want a halberd?
Here's the reach weapon.
Fucking hell, guys.
I mean, damaging reach
So-
weapon.
So
Yeah, it's
there'll
a
be
halberd.
Massive downstep.
Yeah, it does
No,
1d10
sorry, it's
slashing.
shit.
No, sorry,
Copy
it's
that.
garbage.
2, 3, 4. Okay. So yeah, it's 4 days after that. Actually, one good thing, the next day, as you're kind of keeping track of time, it's the Festival of Roses. Which, if you were inside of a settled area and near a city, would be a really great day. There's a lot of things like festivals in the streets, a lot of street food, games. Just like roses are put out everywhere, obviously, stuff like that. But you're kind of missing that being out in the middle of nowhere. So it's kind of.
I produce a
nice-
rose using magic, and I give it to Astinia.
Ah.
But yeah, that's your.
He'll scavenge a wildflower somewhere to make
to
Aw.
give back, yeah.
Oh, that's
All
sweet.
right. But yeah, Festival of Roses happens. And
I'm going to eat the last of my Yeeva's ration pack.
It's the last of the elven bread, Mr. Frodo.
It's the last of your mum's food. Your mum's cooking. Lucinia.
It is. Oh no.
It's been months.
I miss
I'm
home.
still. It's because I've been interchanging it with the elven ration packs, and
Just like little bits and pieces. Oh, home cooked food.
I told you my mother is a great cook. Outstanding cooking. Divine.
lot of horse.
So what happens is on the fourth day, you arrive outside of. It's the only way you can really describe it is that you get out of a giant forest. You weren't really noticing it, but essentially you cross out of unclaimed or undersettled land and empty out, like almost like a light switch, just flipped, and now there's farmland that's being actively worked. And you're on like a little fertile plain. You can see rolling hills, cabins, people in the fields. It's not like walled areas. And even like the road network gets a bit more complicated, which helps that you have a map and you kind of know where you're supposed to be going at that point. But you arrive midday on the 4th day in a moderately sized village. Maybe 4 to 5 times larger than the Holdfast, but more open, open like a normal village. There's not like a big palisade surrounding everything. It's less compact. Just people are out that day. You can see a lot of roses are kind of put in boxes off to the side. They're wilting. They were used for for a few days ago for the festival, and now the festival's kind of all wrapped up. Everybody had their fun, and everybody's getting ready for the 3 planting days that's going to be happening at the end of the month. So they're getting ready for planting the majority of the kind of yearly crops that'll happen that day. It's kind of like a big harvest, or not harvest based, a big planting.
Which month are we in
festival. You are, same month as the attack. You're just a couple of weeks back. It's Brickmois, 3rd month.
Mm-hmm.
Spring equinox was quite literally 2 weeks ago. Exactly.
How far are we away from Ogric?
That's month 5. So you still have the entire 4th month to go.
I just have a quick question.
Sure.
Does Salah have like clothes that aren't a uniform?
No, she's been wearing the same thing this whole time. Hasn't really been complaining.
Well, it's not that. It's like she'll stand out like a sore thumb the second we get in anywhere with people. So
I've got
maybe
a spare
we should.
outfit. It's going to be.
I am wearing a giant star of Palor, essentially.
You're
Yeah,
wearing
but-
2 stars of Palor, or 3, aren't you? Like you have a sash of Palorian stars.
He's all sashed out at the moment.
Well, no. If we're talking about with on the clothes as well, there's like ones on my wrist that like embroidered, and yeah, I've got.
Your
quite a
horse
few
has also
things.
got like a full tailored Palorian.
Isaac is here. Isaac is here.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. On my horse, it's my father's symbol.
It's like the equivalent of
Oh,
like
okay.
being a knight crusader with like crucifixes all over your horse's
Just
body,
every-
all your clothes. Just
But
everywhere.
modernized, because I stole the ideas
Yeah,
of
that
like
was
the
a
motifs
very
from
clever
the
idea.
army.
It's nothing that says I am more confident in my ability to slay my enemies than painting bullseyes on your fucking horse, you moron.
Yep. Anyway,
Shoot
yeah,
here, it's a big red
suggest-
cross.
I suggest we get Salah a change of clothes before we enter any kind of big civilization, because she stands out like a sore thumb.
I would have liked to have been directly talked about in that point, not just talked at.
Would you
Or
like a new
about-
pair of clothes?
I would very much. I have no money.
I
give
will
her
hand
500 gold.
her. Yeah, I was literally about to do that. as
She
well.
could just run away with that and live the rest of her
That's
life.
fine.
That's fine.
That's entirely up to her.
The horizon's over that way.
Now, bring me that horizon. Dun, 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 dun,
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Sorry, it's a great line.
Anyway, yeah. Do we want to go in and get? Do we want to like give Salah some spare clothes now, and then let her get her own clothes
give
when
her
we go
my
into town?
cloak, so that at least the uniform bit is hidden, and then we can get her a change of clothes.
Okay.
Anybody gonna have any questions about the pistols that I carry as my primary weapons?
Look
Keep
at
those
Rivallon.
He made himself a shotgun.
Let them ask.
Just
We are-
don't brandish
We're an
them.
oddball group anyway. We
Just
are
don't be
essen-
brandishing them, at everything,
We are armed to the teeth. Like it's
Rivallon, exactly so. I mean, how many throwing knives do I actually have? Oh yeah, All of them.
I think on my
Rivallon is
last
Simon
count, there was
Pegg at the
600.
end of Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Shame. I see loads shotgun shells.
No, where he's riding. Look at his horse. Is that
riding the horse and he's
riding
covered
into the
in
center of
weapons.
town? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a look at his horse.
Yeah,
And
get
they're
off
all,
my
like,
horse, ride into
ignoring-
the middle of the fort. Get off my horse, hammer, pick up the bow, pick up the gun. Morning.
Oh, I need to watch Hot Fuzz again.
Hot Fuzz again. I think.
Yeah, I need to watch
I
Hot Fuzz
watched it
again.
like 2 weeks again, but I feel like I need to watch it this week now.
Yeah.
Morning angle.
Morning.
So,
You got a license to that? Well, yes, for that one.
Yes, for this one. What do you mean this one? I just mean no.
So-
what's that?
We're done.
Viva! It's a sea mine.
okay.
Stay activated.
So, well, I can see you
It's
really
a
want to get to
perfect
Rivallon
film.
stuff.
Yeah, I do.
It is.
I'd like
the
to make a
perfect-
point. I've not said a freaking word most of this live stream.
Yeah, we
I get it,
apologize.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
get distracted.
I know. That's why I'm not adding to it.
So, you do see a sign. Apparently, you were approaching the town around Blackazard Fort. The name
Nice
of it.
name.
Yeah, Blackazard. Yeah. And you can see the name comes from a fort on a hill far back from the village itself, raised up. The village itself sits along kind of like a lazy meandering river, and this is on the opposite side of the river from you and the village itself. Parts of it look to go over the river, but most of it's on your side, the southern side of it. So, but yeah, you head into the village. Like, it's a bustling town. It's mid-noon. People are walking around, going about their day. What do you want to do?
Well, I'll go find an inn.
Go find an inn. Okay.
And
Sala, would you like to
stables.
go with me to go find a tailor?
Are there
Sure.
guards around?
Yeah, town guards.
Are they wearing blue? Are they wearing blue uniforms?
Yeah, they're wearing the kind of
I'm staying with Rivallon.
the color. Yeah, you can see also the flag of the Arthurian Empire.
Are the guards in any way looking like they are subjugating the people?
They look like. I mean, it depends on how you define subjugation. They are a police force.
Can we not do that? No, please. Not right now.
Time to make some bacon.
Yeah, yeah. It depends on just how on how much of an anarchist you are,
Or a postman.
or a postman. Yeah,
Do they seem scared? The people seem scared of the guards.
Mm-hmm.
they just look like guards. They just look like standard guards, just kind of walking around,
Just a joke.
patrolling the
Bill.
streets. Hey, Marty. And just go
That hurt.
around. So, but yeah, what do y'all want to do? So you got one person going to get an inn, Sesh and Sala going to a tailor.
Going clothes shopping. Going to have a
clothes
girl
shopping.
moment.
I don't know. I'm just gonna mill about with whoever.
All right, and then you have a group of 3, the guys.
So-
All,
The fort is on the other side of the river.
yeah, looks like it.
Is the entrance to the fort, like the road up to the fort, guarded and such?
It's separate from the village itself. Like, there was no buildings along the road. It's kind of like a switchback up on the hill to the fort entrance. The fort looks to be, at first you think it might be stone because of the color, but you get, actually, when you look at it, it looks to be wood but painted black.
Edgy.
A couple of
I love
flags and
watching
banners
that,
are flying from it. flying from the
I wouldn't
the
be surprised
walls.
if the black coating is to actually defend against that.
So
But
it's a challenge.
it does. No, is what I am going to say is it probably means it's easier to climb because you can get more purchase by putting pitons in and such.
But you
I
can
was
see,
going
you
to say
can't-
that anti-climb paint.
It's actually just slime.
Yeah, I was gonna say no friction. Can't do anything.
It is not a fort at all. It is all a giant black pudding.
You can't see anything else like you can't get a lot of detail because you're below it, so you're just seeing the ramp up. You can't see the bottom parts of the walls, just the top parts.
Is there like
It's-
a higher point around the village that we could be able to get a better view of the fort?
No, you can see the reason why the fort's here. Like, it looks over a good stretch of the countryside. Like, there are some rolling hills, but they're very minor around here. This seems to be the largest hill, at least as far as you can tell, like, for a while around. And it also overlooks what you assume to probably be the thinner part of the river. So it's probably overlooking like a river crossing, or with fords and stuff. So it's.
We have a surveillance drone we can fly up.
As he turns into a giant bat.
I didn't even
I
think
was
that.
just
No,
thinking of the-
I meant Mog.
Yeah,
that
I
too.
meant the
Mog and
owl.
Betty.
Giant bat appears in the middle of the day, and the entire village just screams and runs.
I turned into a woolly mammoth and charged the castle.
Tis a bad omen, sir. Fucking bat going across.
Oh, I just realised how much terror I could cause to civilizations.
Just
like
turns into a
medieval
T-Rex and then-
peasantry and just turn into
No.
weird things. Just
Yeah,
not
no.
even like
T-Rex is
normal
the
realize-
things.
all the dinosaurs.
No. Just suddenly I'm a giant crab. Or like just
Oh no,
I'm
guys!
an
They
all
realize the
black
power they
lobster.
hold against society. They realize it now.
Oh no!
There comes a
happened.
point in every campaign when the wizard figures it out.
When it was
What's
just
so
like, I
happened?
could
It was
fuck up the
sorcerer.
entire societal norm.
Oh wait!
Oh my god!
Oh wait! I am a god.
Oh, shucks. I'm gonna have to subjugate everyone.
Oh well, campaign's over.
it was fun while we lasted.
But no, yeah. So that you can't really get a lot of. From what you can tell, there's a reason it's there. It's old. Especially Ustenia can tell it's old. Like it's definitely. If you've ever seen like structures, like wooden structures, there is a look to newly made ones and ones that have been there and settled into the ground after many years. This is settled. It's not like the lines. No line is perfect, but it looks strong. Like it is like it's not flimsy. It's not the whatever that central like red keep or whatever it is in The Witcher 3. It's like it's not a rickety old fort. This thing's it's there. Yeah, it's still there. So that's what you can kind of get from where you're at. You don't see anybody going up there that isn't in a uniform. At least not right now.
Okay, my idea is to storm it and kill the guy inside. That's probably not the idea that's going to keep us alive for very long, so we might want to come up with a plan that doesn't involve me in any of the planning process.
Operation Lighthouse.
Without the crash.
Look, a castle is much easier to land on.
Sesh, you said you were with Sala, right? Like,
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, what's Sala doing? Selling us out?
We going?
No.
Shopping home?
No, I just needed to know where Sesh was
Yeah, I'm
For
with
reason.
Sala. Sala and I are going shopping.
for reasons.
Oh boy, this is going to end poorly for me, isn't it?
Sala will take your recommendations as soon as she gets to the tailor, she realizes the line of fashion and the mindset is very different between your two cultures, and she has no idea what's supposed to be
points
okay.
at herself, like as if to say, "What do you think I've been doing this entire time?"
I honestly don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Right now,
Well-
corsets are all the rage back home.
Oh,
It's
I
like-
hate
oh,
corsets. They're so
Me too.
constricting.
Yes.
All right, we need to get you something
A
fashionable.
lot more rough spun, not as many silks as I'm used to.
I was never much one for silks. I came from a stonemason and a merchant.
Oh.
But anyway, this is the most expensive thing I have ever worn. She points at her full plate. Anyway,
I was provided this. It was made by the lowest bidder.
that's how military works. Anyway, let's get you something fashionable but functional. How's that sound?
All right. So so montage. While that's
Girls'
while
time.
that's- Fuck yeah. Montage. Mog.
Hi.
Yes. What kind of establishment are you looking for?
Mid-range.
Mid-range.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to be sleeping on straw, but nothing
Got
too
it.
fancy. Don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves. We already have a glowing sorcerer.
7.5
All
foot
the
tall
attention.
dragonborn, murder
All
elf,
the attention.
Teshian.
And a big
Enemy
dwarf.
combatant.
We want to get all the attention.
And the
Would you
giant
like the fancy
Teshian.
place?
I want that guy to come down to find out what's going on rather than storming that place.
Fanciest
That's a
place
good
available,
idea,
please?
actually.
That
So
could
what was
make noise and distraction.
Well, I'm doing Mog's thing because she's not a part of the. She wasn't a part of the boys' group looking at the
He,
village.
Rivallon
I mean,
would have told me that
Mog
before.
is a noble. She can get us an introduction.
So Mog, so you're wanting a good place,
Fancy.
like a fancy. Okay. All right. So you are kind of like you ask around, and you're pointed out. There's a place pointed out to you near the riverfront that's called the Golden Goblet. And it's got a nice like golden cup stylized on it. It's a little placarded. It looks to be a multi-story timber-framed building. Lots of rooms. Takes up most of the city like blocks front itself. It's very big. And when you go in, it's very professionally run. There's not like there's not like one guy behind a bar just going, "What do you have, stranger?" Like it's like a there's like a front there's like a front desk with what looks to be an employee who asks you what would you like, how many rooms, how long are you staying.
Hi, can I
A
have
package, what you
6 rooms for, let's say, 3 days from now, and stabling for 5 horses?
Fine. They quote to you a 25 gold piece price for all of those services.
I would just
I'd
like
pay
to
up.
point out you don't need 6 rooms of Astinia and Seshashir.
No, we do because of Salah.
That would
We have a
because you and I share a room.
yeah, that's true.
5 rooms.
5 rooms then.
They're sharing.
Oh yeah, because there's only 5. Yeah, she would be. Yeah, there's yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
You need him.
Utari, I'm not a part of the party. I'm not a part of the party.
Isaac hands Ustinia a
See,
glass of
that
cold
sort confused
water.
me.
He is super thirsty right now. It seems. Goddamn.
Ustenia's been running for the last couple of days.
Isaac just puts a bowl on the floor. for Ustinia.
He's been running a couple of days. All he's had her like a marathon runner's drink. He's just like
handing it from the side of the horse,
Yeah.
handing him water skins. He's like,
like
Marathon. I was running.
what the medieval equivalent of like the jelly things would be, the running jelly things. Just like,
Congealed blood. That's what it'd be. It'd just be congealed. Yeah.
I do still have vials of Sedna's dragon.
Black pudding. Black pudding.
We've
that's
got the
what it'd
energy
be.
drink as well, haven't
hold
we?
on, I've got to explain this to Heather.
No, you
So,
you
what-
you
what
drank
we-
that, didn't you?
What we were doing is, Houston, you can move as fast as a horse, right? My character. So he's running along. We're just joking about the fact that he was practically marathon running it. So like they haven't had water skins over him, like water bottles, pouring over himself. Congealed blood's like the energy jelly. She's just shaking.
It sounds even weirder the second time round, doesn't it?
Yep.
You know, this is
Let's
going
be
to sound
honest,
really weird on the
it's
podcast.
just as
Oh,
weird.
never mind.
We've just had time to think it over. But yeah,
And
you've
at
got
the
the
end
goal.
of that day, then you'd have to deal with Sesh.
So at the end
Five
of
rooms.
five
Five
rooms, okay, 22 gold pieces. A lot of this is horse stuff and things, but okay. And because you're also quoting a 2-person bedroom for one of them, so like a double.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Fully aware of what's
Yeah.
going on. Not
Yeah.
done.
So.
So I better change into the fancy clothes and out of the Displacer Beast head armor.
Out of the sweat-soaked armor that you've just had with Daniel.
Yeah. That shit needs to be.
Oh
You
no,
just
we've
just
lost
got
our
into-
Mikey.
You just got into
Yeah,
town.
we just lost Mikey.
Yeah,
Oh,
you just got into town and
no.
stopped for a second. It's just, it looks like you've been swimming.
I'm starved.
I cast prestidigitation on him and just clean him up instantly.
It makes the sound of a hairdryer.
Because it would be with my wand as well. It's just going. I like the idea that it actually blow dries him a little bit as it just says.
He's just standing there going,
What would you
Wait a
like?
minute,
We've
wait a
got
minute.
lavender, we've
Probably
got
do this as well as I
spruce,
could.
Lavender sounds nice.
we've got lavender, we've got spruce wood, we've got
Which one which one do you think Sesh would prefer?
Always.
no, the
Sandalwood. There's always a sandalwood. It's always
always
sandalwood.
sandalwood.
It's always,
Come on.
always sandalwood.
Here's one called Sandstone Dunes. Let's go with that.
Mikey, are you ever coming back, buddy?
My Wi-Fi just dropped. Give me a moment.
Okay.
It didn't say moment.
It doesn't say
He
moment, it
misspelled
says mummy.
Yeah. Me. So,
Is he still frozen for everyone else? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you go through that. We'll come back to the boys, who are all around watching like scoping out the target as you're all talking. Question.
Yes.
You're being surreptitious about your plans?
hell yeah.
Or-
We're not just
okay.
openly going, yes, so if we assault from the front.
Yes, of course. Go ahead and give me a check. A stealth check.
Who?
I'm gonna say who would be leading? I'm gonna say Rivallon, because you're the one that would be the most animated about it, I would assume. Okay. So, as you wait for your friends to come back, and tag along, your two friends and the tag along to come back, and you're kind of talking over. I don't know. I want him to come down here. I don't want to go. We don't want to go in there, and maybe we could get kind of over the walls, etc., etc. You're talking amongst yourselves, kind of by yourselves in a corner, like with an overlook. Would be.
That's always with
Okay,
the one with the eyes.
Yeah, he's the one with the eyes, but his passive perception is not the best.
Awful.
It's not the worst, because there's Isaac with 12.
I'm at 15, I think.
You are. So none of you notice until you hear a voice far closer than you expected, So you want to get rid of the general, huh? Like
I'm
to your
turning
right.
around. I'm just turning around. What do we see? Who?
Okay, you see a halfling.
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
'Cause I'm
What, just because
6'6",
he's
so it's-
tiny?
I'm
Is it a height
6'6",
thing,
I have-
Isaac? Is it a height thing, Isaac?
It was more the fact of you got a loud whisper, mate. It's just...
But yeah, no, a halfling. He's dressed in earth tones, dirty around his hands and feet. Stubble beard kind of coming through, like patchy, like parts of it are stubble, parts of it are full beard. Little nicks and stuff around a lot of his like exposed skin that you can see.
No, I want to talk to him.
Doesn't sound like you want to talk.
I don't like this guy's voice.
I want to talk to the
Why, Midge? I
general.
can't have a voice.
Yeah.
No, he can have a voice. It's just like I feel like it's. Continue.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the general. Now, question is, do you want me to talk to you?
I think we both have things we want to talk about with him.
You never answered my question. I don't like it
Well-
when people don't answer my questions.
Let's just say we can help each other.
I haven't
How
seen you
do
help
we
me
know
anything.
that? How do we know?
I'm
that this
I'm
isn't some
keeping
sort
an
of
eye on
ploy?
guards now. I am keeping an eye on guards now.
Yeah, you see about like 30 or 40 feet away from you. There's like two guards at like a corner shop, and one of them's chatting up like a lady who's selling like bread.
Just keeping a look.
The other
out.
one looks like
No.
one looks really tired, and he's just kind of like doing this as he's
Yeah,
waiting for his
the
partner
way you
to
expect to see guards in medieval times. I'm bored and falling asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's about every guard. Let's be honest here. If it's day 3 years into this patrol, I'm bored.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's just say I have some associates who could use a bit of. He looks over.
Do
To
we
stand
stand- Yeah.
Yeah. Some muscle for a plan. Sounds like our goals are aligned.
I don't know. You haven't told me what your goals are. And don't say,
To
let's
talk.
just say. Answer the question.
Well, same as you. Talk with the general.
No, I want to talk with the general.
Yeah, sure.
I want to know where he was a few years ago.
Good luck with that. You want help? Or want to join in? Go to the creaky stew outside town. You'll find me there. He starts walking creepily away. He's kind
Are Morgan's sesh anywhere close?
No, which is why that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because even with his
Destroyed.
absurdly high stealth check, Mog would have definitely, or not Mog, but
Sesh would have seen.
Sesh would have seen.
Yeah, definitely seen that.
What a weird little fellow.
Check your wallet.
Check for mine.
Mine's in the bag of holding, so I guarantee that that's still there.
Actually, hold on a second.
I mean, my hand is like always on it. It's round.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Because it's a parcel satchel, like.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. I check all my weapons. It
Yeah,
takes about
no,
an hour
yeah.
and a half.
Yeah.
Yay!
Mikey's back.
Dragon Ball.
Back
I've
again.
been putting in and out for like the last.
Welcome
hour.
back, my homeboy.
Don't know what's wrong. Help. Hi.
Ireland
yeah.
is.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Stenya.
Ireland.
When you check your gear, you're missing your let's see here, how much would that be?
He's missing his big axe.
Okay.
I suddenly feel very light. What's my
Well, I was gonna
axe?
roll. I was gonna roll it. Well, I was gonna roll for a specific item, but it came up lance, and I was like, he's not gonna pickpocket a lance away from him.
It's as big as
no.
he's a halfling.
It's bigger than him. It's like 3 times
He
the
can't.
size.
No, if he's a halfling, he physically can't carry it. He can't use that
that's
as a
true.
weapon.
That's true. Yeah, no. You're missing all of your silver and half your platinum.
Oh my fuck.
Cheeky little mangy rogue
Right.
halfling.
Where did he say he was going?
Leaky something. Creaky something.
Let's go burn it down.
I'm making my way over
All
there. I'm following after.
I was just like, all right, motherfucker.
Ustenia's recharged. He just starts doing a Terminator like perfect 90, like sprint down the road.
Dive through a window. Where is the halfling?
No, held the window. This is Ustenia. He goes through the wall.
Yeah. I need your boots.
He
your
takes
clothes, and your combat
somebody's horse. He takes somebody's horse, turns toward him, and goes, "Get out."
I need your boots, your clothes, and your bike.
Yeah.
And then
So,
picks up the horse and throws it through the building.
So yeah, he said
Does
he
that
said
count
if
as
you
an
need to,
improvised weapon?
if you want to come and talk to him and his associates, go to the Creaky Stool outside town.
I guess we're burning some motherfuckers down.
So that means, and by the way, it's exact.
I'm on my way. I'm already on my way.
Okay.
No one steals my money.
So that means, by the way, Ustenia, you lost 1,412 silver pieces and 172 platinum pieces.
That's a lot of gold.
Christ.
That's a lot. That is a kingdom,
That's
a
like
small duchy's
2,200
income.
gold, I think. Give or take.
Yeah. Yeah. Rivallon, I think we need to go
Stop genocide.
with him, or there will be fucking murders.
Holding back Ustenia as he's,
Let's be honest. I don't think Isaac.
as
or
he's
Rivallon
tearing
can hold
apart
Rivallon
random
back.
halflings. Just like, where's my money?
Just tearing
No,
them in half.
I can stop Ustenia for about a minute. And then he comes back to this plane much angrier than he left it.
Yeah.
No,
I'll
just
go
get
with
the
Ustenia.
just get the
You
unicorn
rally the
back.
girls.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just
no.
get- just-
Actually,
just
I
call-
have an anti-Eustinia method, and
Yeah, just call the unicorn back and have him teleport Ustenia a mile away.
Yeah, and guess
he'll
what?
be back in
He'll
10
be
minutes.
back in about 15 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just see him cresting a hill, sprinting towards you.
just like the
Just
get
grab the
out
halfling
run
and say,
Yeah.
you might want to get the money ready because he's going to take it out of you any way he can.
Yeah, you see, this is what happens, right? It's literally just he
So-
walks over that hill, and all you hear is the only thing they fear is you from Doom Eternal.
What's that
Why the fuck
coming
do I
over the
hear boss
hill? It's
music?
Anastasia! Is it Anastasia?
Yeah. So yeah, you start heading that way.
Alright, I'll go
think-
with Ustinia. I'm just going to say, Isaac, rally the girls.
But if we need to stop him,
Who said anything about stopping him?
okay. Sash.
Your boyfriend's losing his mind.
Okay, yeah, I know. I know they were going to the tailor.
Sesh is in the middle looking at. Is in the middle.
I
looking at
burst into the tailors. Sesh,
I feel a
someone
disturbance.
Wait,
Sesh,
why can I
someone
hear
stole-
boss music in the distance?
Isaac literally burst through the door of the tailor's shop and just, Sesh, someone stole 170 platinum from Rustidia and he's going to go burn down an inn.
Sesh literally just like is in the middle of like trying to get Sala to like try something different, and she's just like, "Fuck," and turns. And it's just like, just leaves it to the assistant. I'll be back as soon as I can, and goes.
So you go.
Never leave me with the kids again.
So you both go. By the way, I think it's more comical as if you just leave and then the changing room divider, you just hear, Sash.
She just says to the assistant as she leaves, "Help my friend out. I gotta go." And then
Sash. I can't read common, so I don't know what the denomination of this coin is. What?
I'm now running to try and find Mog while Sesh heads to the inn.
I'm just gonna point out you have 2 magic users. You have 2 magic users in this group, and one of them can cast message.
Well, I was actually going to say, I cast sending and go, okay, Innsbruck, where is everybody? And I send that to...
Who do you send it to?
Who's the most
Rivallon.
responsible?
You send it to Rivallon. Who's the most responsible? You send it to Rivallon.
Well, it's his mission we're on, so I'm going with him.
Okay, so what you're saying, where is everyone?
Yeah.
On the way to the
Somebody
scene of the murder.
Somebody stole Ustinia's money on way to Leaky something. Stole.
Oh.
Creaky Stool.
Creaky Stool.
No, it's better if he doesn't actually know the name. It's better.
On way to
Leaky
Creaky Stool.
something. Yeah.
Outside of town, Isaac and Sesh on way. Much fun will be had.
Cold sweat, dead run, Mog.
Shit! Rivallon says it's going to be fun. There's going to be death.
Yeah.
Match cut from
Isaac
from
and Seth
Ustinia's
see an owl
face
swoop
running
past
to.
them.
I don't know why, but all I imagine in my head is just like that halfling sitting in this bar just going, "Why do I hear boss music?"
So we'll get So, because I think we're only 5 minutes away from the end of the session, and this is going to be a big thing, or not, depending on...
Might just be burning down a minute.
Depending on who kills who.
Yeah. I think it's a good time for us to end the session there.
So on the cliffhanger of Ustinia about to kick some face, and Rivallon about to let him, we're going to end it here for this week. Thank you, as always, to Commissar Roach for writing this campaign. You can catch him at youtube.com/Roach. I'm also joined by Surely Only Mikey and Utarionzo. You can get them at twitch.tv/those exact names. As always, and quite frankly, very happily, we have Rival Zone Gaming and Red Moogle from Rival Zone Gaming. You can get that on YouTube and Twitch. And my name is Midgeman. You won't be able to find me on YouTube right now. But I'm on Twitch. You can get me on Twitch. And you can also check out my new channel, Component Cast, which, you know, right now would have another video on it of D&D, which you can go and see. But that also doesn't exist. I'm having a great week. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.